could have came back up in this bitch. Son of a bitch, Luke can't kick Pennywise. This is it. We vibe, we keep it lit. No commotion, gang control it. On these tracks, we locomotive. Okie dokie, hokey pokey. Niggas not even my smoky. Holy moly, this new wave, we about to slow the motion. We get this rap niggas time, now this shit about to expire. We never get tired, we ready to ride. We ballin' like size, you know we done got. You better be biggie and ready to die. Look up in the sky, you will see boss, you will see I. This a time you pray to God. You song like pop out. Soon as a nigga pop out, that nigga get pop out. All you heard was pop out. Nigga from ancient, nigga a fossil in this bitch. You would tell that you ain't shaking the game. I'm gonna roll up in this bitch like the wheel or some dog. You want it with me, nigga, all you gotta do is fly. You can call me a duck, cause a nigga by the bill. Nigga, I ain't worried that I'm fucking too fly. Bill, suit up and kill. I'm a mixture between Bruce Lee and Kill Bill. I'm a bitch, nigga, madly. Hey, bitch, hey, what's happening? Kicking it with these bitches like I enter the plan. And you keep it beating niggas ass. Somebody in the magnet. Some the nigga that don't be capping. When I be rapping, your baby daddy about to be killed. And you gonna be your widow and your son is gonna grow up to be a motherfucking bastard. He should've never came to me with this rapping. This is not a movie, nigga, no script, no actors, no lights and no cameras. Like the sun, no order, nigga, I hit harder than Thor hammer. I wish a nigga was a walking nail around hammer. Nigga, y'all niggas softer than a pack of pampers. Everybody, you want this bitch and to be played with. If you wanna play pussy, nigga, you about to get a G-stick, click the wrong nigga to fuck with. Leave a nigga head big like a nigga struck a big on my hammer. We are two legends, get up in the ring. I am cat, this chain off the American dream.
Hey, you know you done fucked up, right? Hey, you know you done fucked up. I had enough time, I ain't even lying. Hey, you know you done fucked up. Hey, LOL, you know you done fucked up, right? Hey, LOL, you know you done fucked up. LOL, you know you done fucked up. LOL, you know you done fucked up.
Trying to get it, these motherfuckers think that I'm playing with a nigga. I can switch hands on the niggas. Wait, I ain't even no chance on niggas. The third time niggas had to learn y'all niggas. We sing, hit curves, and burn y'all niggas. Had to give a nigga straight like a worm, my nigga. They smoke, a big worm, my nigga. These niggas better set up a bill like a gon' fill 'em. They don't want a nigga to hit 'em and come get 'em. Ain't no babysitting niggas I really would get rid of them. Slide on a nigga, and that shit really kills. See, they know we in the building, and I'm talking top two. What the fuck you feeling? And I ain't even talking about the city, nigga. Cause none of these niggas can really fuck with us. Don't let me go off and show off and come back and cut. I will told off and broke out your bitch on the field. And your fault and you soft and nobody feel. Drop you off, I promise nobody will hear. In that hand on this dick that you niggas can't feel. And them niggas that y'all won't come see in the field. Fucking tired of these niggas who screaming they gotta pay rent if you niggas gon' play what we did. So say what it is, go play with your kid. You better tighten up and play with your bitch. Your wife is thinking she in need of some dick. And you don't write enough, you in need of a thing. That intro we give to you niggas a bitch. It's simple, I feel like we dealing with kids. Your temple, I promise you won't live again. By that time that we put all this shit to an end.
Hey, you know you done fucked up, right? Hey, you know you done fucked up. I had enough time, I ain't even lying. Hey, you know you done fucked up. Hey, LOL, you know you done fucked up. Hey, LOL, you know you done fucked up. LOL, you know you done fucked up. LOL, you know you done fucked up, right?
Now all this fucking king talking, my nigga, I beg to differ. You waking up a killer, I'm talking
mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check.
And how they get and they feeling, all that talking.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Earz to the streets in y'all area.
Bigger than me. I wanna know, I've been the truth since the beginning. See these niggas, they just talk a lot. You meet me in the parking lot.
Mike Good, salute Amelia Dixon, Moanin' Mo, my guy Iceberg Thoughts in the area. Shout out to Triple S, JT Money Man, Jamel Fareed, Joshua Hawkins, G Mama Body, I see you.
Too many niggas walking around with these pipe dreams. I know what it might say.
Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Share the content, man. We got a lot to get into.
I know they tired of me. These niggas, they won't fight me. But more than likely,
I appreciate everybody that pulled up for this breakdown news.
So tell me, who the one that made your team? Who the one that made your roster? I ain't asked the king. That saddens me. Now you just made some tragedy. Now it's a waste of time for you pussy niggas to battle. All this fucking king talking, my nigga, I beg to differ. You waking up a killer. I'm talking about a gorilla. I'm so sick of pussy niggas and how they get and they feeling. All that talking, I'ma end it. I've been the truth since the beginning. Who say they bigger than me? I wanna know. I've been the truth since the beginning. See these niggas, they just talk a lot. You can meet me in the parking lot.
What's good, 40 the Splat? I see you here, homie. Let me go get my glasses real quick, man, before we start the show.
mind on paper, split your tomato. Hasta luego. Bout to hit the fucking block with a circle the size of an Eggo. Bout to spread the block. I'm all on the bread like some mayo. You a tough guy, so you say so. Bullets be size of tomato. The way these niggas be capping, I hope your head fit this halo. Then I go dig up in your hole. Then I say bye ho, I got ghosts. I been the truth in this, that's why she let her cruise shit. I'm slightly retarded, so you know I gave her that stupid dick. This is not a word, but y'all gotta know I'm the truthest. Leave your head where the roof is and leave your mouth with no tooth. Stay in her mouth like a toothpick. I'm easy, cool and ruthless. She called me Bill Cosby because a nigga stay in her pussy. Nigga, my pimpin' game old like a nigga named Rufus. It's about to get ugly like Whoopi. Y'all niggas is goofy.
Now all this fucking king talking, my nigga, I beg to differ. You waking up a killer, I'm talking about a gorilla. I'm so sick of pussy niggas and how they get in they feelings. All that talking, I'ma end it. I've been the truth since the beginning. Who say they bigger than me? I wanna know. I've been the truth since the beginning.
Yo, Cruise Gang,
See,
what
these
up?
niggas, they just talk a lot. Can meet me in the parking lot.
Boss, what up?
I've been the truth since the
This that
beginning.
big boy talk, straight from the stove top. No one is damn sick, better get your damn Clorox. So weathermen predicting snow, that's when my birds flock. I'm tryna lock down the coast, you tryna lock down the block. That's a big difference, 3.5 ball pitching, 7 grams, quarter water whipping, 28, now you old flipping. Gotta move low key cause niggas snitching. Money talking, my palm itching. What you smoking, what you sniffing? Got medicine for your sickness, my stomach growling, I gotta get it. I'm bagging up the damn epidemic. Got a vaccine for when you're itching. Side effects, you might start twitching. I must admit this shit wicked. Sold my soul for every digit. I'm the best in the booth or in the kitchen. My crown heavy, my head dipping. I'm timeless, nigga, I age different. No cut, my weight different. King shit on the throne sitting. Red dots is no missing. I body shit, I'm the mortician. Who bigger than me, go get 'em. I'm in this booth, I'm grave digging. I'm button pushing, I'm bold pickers, I'm rolling.
All this fucking king talking.
Yeah.
I beg to differ. You waking up a killer. I'm talking about a gorilla. I'm so sick of pussy niggas and how they get in they feelings. All that talking, I'ma end it.
I've been the truth since the beginning. What's good, what's good, what's good, what's good? Is to the streets back in y'all area. Unity, what's good, man? You're right on time today. Right on time, my guy. So, y'all, we about to do some breakdown news, man. I hope everybody having a wonderful Saturday. I know I am. I still got 2 more days off. So, I definitely want to enjoy both of them days off. I hope y'all got some days off also. So, while we got these days off, we definitely going to try to make sure we cover a lot of good news. Try not to leave y'all neglected out here in these YouTube streets. I know it's a lot of bullshit going on, and I'll do a little bullshit, but I think y'all gonna have to wait for the bullshit. I want to get all my stories out the way first before we fully get into the bullshit. So to start where we stopped off yesterday. Now today we got a series of stories to go through, man. I mean, we gonna kind of be everywhere. I can only put so much in the title. So our main stories we're gonna have is, hold on, let me look at my title. Okay, I can't remember everything. The main stories we're gonna deal with is we got Rod Wave, man. A lot of people been wanting to hear. You got 3 days unity? Hell yeah, salute to the 3 days. So first we got Rod Wave. Well, not in particular order. You know, I'm just gonna call out what we're gonna talk about today, but not in particular order. We got Rod Wave. He seems to have gotten arrested for a situation that he's gotten himself in. So we're going to go over that. I don't want to tell y'all too much up front, just in case none of y'all heard the story. But Rod Wave has found himself. What's good, Natty Ball? Rod Wave has found himself in a world of mess. A whole bunch of dollars about to be sent towards a lawyer. So we're going to discuss what situation he got going on. We also got Kid Cudi, y'all. Kid Cudi finally testified in court with the Diddy trial. And there was some interesting things that was said while he was in court testifying against Diddy. So we're going to go over a little bit of that. Bossman Dlow. Bossman Dlow. Y'all know who Bossman Dlow is. Trying to, how that nigga say? I was bad at fucking school. Now I'm trying to get a ticket. Find out, boy, that nigga there Bossman Dlow stand for a little something different. They can stand for Bossman Down Low. That boy got exposed, man. Hey, the industry be exposing first and say, I don't even know who that first person you said was. You don't know who Rod Wave is? Rod Wave been, he's been popping, for the last couple of years. He's that emotional rapper that everybody always say sound like he always, he always rapping like, like his girlfriend just left him. But yeah, man, we got Bossman Dlow, and then we're gonna get into the Papoose and Remy Ma situation, man. The Papoose and Remy Ma, they was just a couple of years ago, probably a decade ago, they was relationship goals. And man, it just shows how things can go from 0 to 100, the thin line between love and hate, because we seeing right now one of the realest couples that ever been out there to show some black love. And we seeing how right now it's starting to play in the social media field. So those are the mainstream stories we got. Now we also got a couple of stories, man. Yesterday we did a live. If you didn't catch yesterday live, I suggest you go catch yesterday's live. But we did a live yesterday talking about the 10 escaped inmates, and 5 of them are still on the run. We found out a little bit more about one of them, about the kind of crimes that he was committing out here. And we have a latest update from that jail escape, and we're going to start right there since that's where we left off at. So we have a latest update on that last jail escape. It turns out that they have locked up, I think, 1 or 2 more people. So let's tune into that real quick before we get into the other stories, and just to bring up an update on that, since that's what we was talking about yesterday, and we'll get into the rest of the story. What's good, Musso? And y'all make sure y'all hit the like button as soon as you came in. You said Clarissa Fields come from your hometown, Flint, Michigan. Shout out to Flint, Michigan, and Clarissa Fields. I really like Clarissa Fields. I really like her, man. I like a tough female. I like a tough female that know how to get soft for her man. So, let's get back to the New Orleans jail escape. Let's go with the newest update on that, and we'll start right there, and then we'll get into the rest of the stories that we're gonna break down.
We are now monitoring 2 different jailbreaks in Southeast Louisiana, with the latest one happening yesterday in Amite. One inmate is seen.
So, yesterday we talked about this jail breakout also, because, this is not part of the 5 people who broke out. This is the young man that ended up breaking out Thursday. Now, he got help from one of his homeboys. He helped him jump the fence. I don't know. That's dumb, because now you about to get an escape charge too, and you ain't even get to get out. So, but yeah, they're having a problem with people breaking out of prison down there in New Orleans.
On camera escaping from the Tangipahoa Parish Jail. And get this, it's the second time this inmate has escaped over the past year. Meanwhile, 5 inmates remain on the run from the Orleans Justice Center a week after that breakout happened. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Sharice Gibson, and tonight we have learned another person has been charged for allegedly helping the Orleans inmates escape. Trevon Williams is already an inmate in the Orleans Justice Center. Investigators say he helped with the initial jailbreak. And a woman who allegedly helped 3 of the escaped inmates is sitting in jail on a $1 million bond.
So they got another woman that they got in there for another $1 million bond. So they got the janitor that me and Iceberg talked about yesterday, and we say that it ain't no way in the world you could be trying to act like he's the only one that could have contributed to that just because he turned off the water. And I think really the only reason they locked him up because he told them that he did it because somebody threatened to shank him, instead of saying, I did it because I was told to do by an officer. So he admitted that he, attempted to help them out. So I believe him talking too much without a lawyer is what got him locked up. But now they got this young lady right here, Casey Smith. Now, what did Casey Smith do?
And today, NOPD arrested Casey Smith, who's on your screen, after they say she helped them drive around once they broke out. Alyssa Curtis was inside of the courtroom.
Now, the question is, did she know that they had just broke out when she helped them drive around? That's the $1 million question.
When the judge set Smith's bond, Alyssa, how exactly are they alleging she helped?
Well, Charisse, according to the Attorney General's office, Casey Smith admitted to driving some of the escaped inmates around days after they broke out of jail. There's been some...
Oh, shit. That answered my question right there. Yeah, that answered my question right there. So she was driving them around days after, they escaped. So you can't even lie and say I didn't know that they had escaped jail. And it looked like where she slipped up to is she talked to the police without a lawyer. Once again, talking to the police without a lawyer.
Some inconsistencies with the number of inmates she helped, but today in court they said 3. Her lawyer, though, says that is not entirely true.
So she helped out 3. Now, the 2 of them that she helped out are the other 2 that are locked up. Remember yesterday we talked about the dude with the tattoos on his face and the other guy that got the 4 bodies. We believe that those 2 might be together. Now, these other 3, it sounds like they might be together also. But they definitely had help from a female. No telling who them other 2 had help from. That one dude with the tattoos on his face, like I say, he was able to get to Dallas one time in 3 hours, and he was able to get to Texas within 1 day. So I can imagine where he can get at in 9 hours. And now 1 week.
According to the judge, the warrant says Smith was a co-conspirator with someone who received a phone call from the inmates. We learned that the co-conspirator is Courtney Harris, and the 2 are allegedly cousins. The Attorney General's office says...
So she done got caught up fucking with her cousin. So the warrant said that she was a co-conspirator. So that might help her out because all she got to do now is snitch.
Smith confessed to helping the inmates yesterday, days after their escape last week. But Smith's lawyer says the person responsible is Courtney Harris, not Casey Smith.
So the lawyer's snitching for her.
Her lawyer says Smith was simply in the car with her cousin, who got a call and later gave a few men a ride. Smith's lawyer says she didn't know who the men were, but the Attorney General's office says that is not possible as these men's faces were plastered all over national news.
What's good, David Johnson? Yeah, just nothing but a dummy because she already tried to play the card. I didn't know who the men were. Well, they face was all over the news, bitch. I don't watch the news. You watch TikTok, don't you? You can't lie and say you didn't know who these niggas were. But at the same time, if I'm riding with my cousin or something and some niggas jump in, I ain't trying to be looking at all the niggas' faces and all that shit like that. And I'm just putting myself in the young lady's shoes. So she possibly couldn't like I just seen 10 people. I didn't look at the niggas in detail.
Again, the AG's office says Smith confessed to allegations that happened yesterday. I do want to point out that Courtney Harris was arrested Wednesday. The judge again set her bond at $1 million. Charisse.
All right, Alyssa, thank you so much. So every minute counts as this massive manhunt continues for these 5 fugitives. Derek Groves, he's 27 years old, and he's accused in 4 killings and convicted on 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of manslaughter. Linton Van Buren, he's 26. He's
2 counts of murder, 2 counts of manslaughter, and 2 counts of attempted murder. And that man is still free and on the loose. And then you got the other 3 men that got helped out by these young ladies. And then, I mean, nobody from the jailhouse has gotten arrested, but all of these other people have gotten arrested. So that's amazing right there. So we gonna start out. We just want to start out right there and, just get a fresh update. And I'm gonna keep my ears to the streets on what's going on with that. But let's do a couple of little funny stories, man. You know what I mean? If you say only a meal thought it would be more. Yeah, shit, they got $1 million on all of them. All of them got $1 million bond. Yeah, all of them got $1 million bond. So y'all, if you ever in Florida, I don't know how many of y'all in the chat stay in Florida. But if you live in Florida like me, you can expect to see some wild ass shit. Especially when it comes to wildlife, y'all. I got a turtle right now out there in my yard, and he just going stupid. That motherfucker done dig the hole. I don't know if the hole is for him to, I keep saying him, but it's probably a her. But I don't know if the motherfucker about to lay some eggs or what. I did some research. It told me if you see a turtle digging in your yard, leave it alone. So that's what I did. But it done digged up a fucking hole and it's a whole bunch of dirt, a dirt pile in my yard. I put a little pool out there for it, and I've been putting little carrots and shit out there, you know, broccoli and stuff. So, cause I know it's hungry, I know it's thirsty. I don't really want to mess with it because I could have done grabbed it by now and probably sent it to the people or whatever. But you know, I'm kind of curious about what it's doing. So I got a new turtle pet that, you know. That nigga, I didn't go get a turtle pet. The motherfucker, he came here. So, I mean, who am I to, he might have been here before I was here. I don't know. Who am I to tell the turtle he can't stay here? But anyway, but those are the type of things. And I showed y'all the other picture where I had a damn, I didn't know what it was, but it turned out to be an otter. You know, come visit my yard. Never had an otter in my yard before. I don't know what. Because there's a lake probably like a couple of blocks away from me, but not really close. But right now, I mean, and like, so I don't know why these water creatures be coming to my door or coming around my damn house. But that's Florida for you. But let me show you the type of weird shit that'll happen in Florida. And you got to be on your P's and Q's. And if you hear somebody at your door, don't just be opening your door.
One Florida family had a different kind of wake-up call when a scaly neighbor tried to barge in. The family inside heard the door rattling and thought it was a burglar, but the last thing they expected, a front porch predator. Only in Florida do you sometimes have to deal with an eager door-to-door salesman.
Look how big this motherfucker is, y'all. Hey, when y'all coming down here and you talking about going to Kissimmee, talking about you going to Disney World and all that shit like that, and you just thinking it's all fun and games and you got you leaving your door open and all that shit bullshit, you better know that it's a little different down here. I'm telling you. Look at this big motherfucker. This bitch got a big throat, too. When you're letting your kids play outside and all that shit, and this nigga at the door, scratching at the door, trying to get in.
Have to deal with an eager door-to-door salesman. Courtney Beck says she and her parents woke up when they heard scratching at the door. Their dogs bark.
That's a big old joker. Hey, D, come here real quick. I got to show my son this. I ain't even showed him this shit. D. Oh, he might have that left. Goddamn, this big ass motherfucking throat goat. This joker here.
Her family worried someone was breaking in. Her worry turning to shock seeing the toothy trespasser making a surprising visit.
That was just not what I was expecting. I thought maybe it was the UPS guy, or that was the last thing I was thinking was a gator.
A Florida-style wake-up call for Beck and her parents. She says her family now watches their backs when leaving home. A similar sight played out last month, this time at a home near Orlando.
What? Look at this one. Hey, come here real quick. Let me show you this shit. Look at this motherfucker. Imagine you being at one of the Airbnbs and shit. You look out there and there's a goddamn gator at the door trying to get in.
We waited for it to go away.
It was a gator at y'all shit?
Yeah. It went away after like 30 minutes, but he was just like at the door, like clawing at the ring camera and stuff.
Oh,
just
shit.
Like that, yeah.
So my son said that this happened to them while they were at an Airbnb.
Yeah, bro. It be happening near Kissimmee and Davenport.
Well, damn.
Especially in Davenport.
So yeah, y'all better be careful, man, when y'all
That
be
was
getting
just
these
not what I
Airbnbs.
was expecting. I thought maybe it was the UPS guy, or that was the last thing I was thinking was a gator.
A Florida-style wake-up call for Beck and her parents. She says her family now watches their backs when leaving home. A similar sight played out last month.
Somebody else had it too. See, now look at this gator at the door. And he can damn near, if that door is kind of open or, you know, a little bit unlocked, he can probably hit that button and get in that motherfucker. And that's a big old joker too. He down there standing up. Wow.
At a home near Orlando.
There is an alligator at our front door. Do not open it.
The homeowner said the
They like,
reptilian
hey, there's
visitor
an
was
alligator
nearly
at our
8 feet
front
long
door.
and even tried knocking on the door. But after she called a trapper, the alligator made its way through her backyard before heading back into the water. This
Alligator ain't too damn stupid. They know when a motherfucker done call the police. They say the alligator, as soon as they call the trapper, the alligator, you can leave it open. They say the alligator, no, you can leave it open. You say the alligator left the alligator hauled ass when they called the trapper.
This is why in Florida, a doorbell camera isn't a luxury. It can be a means of survival. And it doesn't stop there. Another scaly neighbor making an unwanted visit.
And then it ain't little alligators, it's big ass alligators. Look at this one. So yeah, man, yeah, y'all be extra careful around here. Y'all be extra careful around here. Cause these animals are wild. And you'll be amazed what, you know, when you walk out your door, what the hell you might run into. Now this next dude, he ran into something a little, you know, different. Now, I think he from around your way, Iceberg. So y'all don't, I don't think y'all have alligator problems, but just cause you don't have alligator problems, that don't mean you can't walk out your door and have to, you know what I'm saying, get into a fight with wildlife. Check out this story.
In-death confrontation for one man when he says a coyote stalked him, then attacked right outside of his own apartment.
He survived that attack and says he was forced to kill the animal with his bare hands. We do want to warn you, some of the video is graphic, might be difficult to watch, especially for some of our younger viewers.
CBS 17's Baron James spoke to him about the incident and joins us live now. Baron.
Liz and Russ, James Pulliam just back from the ER here at home after having gotten more rabies shots. Tell me that the other day his adrenaline was pumping so hard he didn't have time to be scared when the coyote attacked, and he says they fought for 20 minutes.
What? A nigga had to fight a coyote for 20 minutes?
Damn!
Picture that.
Tried to bite me, and I kicked him.
The battle between beast and man was on.
I'm trying to scramble to get away.
James Pulliam, a 24-year-old, 6'1", 175-pound former athlete versus this wild coyote. The two coming face-to-face Friday evening when James stepped outside to have a smoke here at the Bernie Blessings Apartments on Somerset Drive in Roxborough. The wild animal creeped out of these woods and charged on James.
Then I fell, crawled through this little patch right here.
Hey, I always love to hear how a nigga tell their story. Hey, black people tell their story way different than white folks. Y'all seen how the white lady told you about, you know, the alligator at the front door. But black people, they... Hey, shout out to this brother, man. Because he came out to smoking cigarettes out of his apartment. And this is survival, y'all. One man versus one coyote. Man versus wild. I ain't no punk bitch.
Here, I'm throwing rocks and grass, everything I can.
Traced his steps Monday by walking us through exactly what, where, and how it all went down.
I pinned him down and put my knee on his throat. I had to rip my hand out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Once I got my hand out of his mouth, I used both of my hands, just started choking him, put my knee on his neck, and just held him. Started hollering for help. It's like, you know.
How long did you hold him down like that?
Probably about 20 minutes maybe before the police got here. I had him all the way to the police got here and everything.
James ended up with multiple
Shout out to this brother for choking the shit out that coyote. Because, I mean, goddamn. But this is one of the first brothers that didn't embarrass black people when they told their story. Because you ought to know most niggas would have really just went in, man, I had that motherfucker, I choked the shit out that motherfucker coyote. Like, you know, so shout out to him for not, you know, acting a damn fool. But just hearing his story, I'm like, damn, that could have been anybody. Luckily, it was a strong, able-bodied person. Because if that was a kid, that was an old person, this might have been a different type of story being told.
wide wounds on his hand and arms. He was rushed to the hospital for treatment, including antibiotics and rabies shots. Coyotes, of course, are no strangers to North Carolina, especially this time of year during springtime birthing season when wildlife experts say the animals are on the hunt to feed and protect their pups. So how do you feel now about safety?
I would have thought that coyotes probably would be out more during, like during the cold seasons. You know what I mean? I thought Coyotes and Wolves and all that stuff come out around that time, but hey. Is anybody near Roxborough, North Carolina? Roxborough?
I am scared to death.
Barbara Featherstone, who snapped this photo of the coyote's remains, says she and her neighbors, including many elders.
And that's a big-ass coyote. Ain't no, look at that.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
Hold on, let me see that.
Scared to death.
Barbara Featherstone, who snapped this photo of the coyote's remains, says she and her neighbors, including...
Ah, damn it. Y'all, they keep... There it is. Look at this big old joker, y'all. It definitely could take down a kid. Or an older woman or an older man. That's a big old joker there.
Neighbors, including many elderly women here, have armed themselves with practically everything from mace to makeshift weapons just in case.
But, hey, Grandma ain't bullshitting. Boy, she put a nail in the stick. The fuck kind of shit she don't win it? She ain't playing.
To makeshift weapons.
Ah, damn.
Weapons just in case another wild animal decides to attack.
If something grab at me, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him on the nose first, then I'm gonna beat him to death with this.
You tell him.
Grandma ain't bullshit. Grandma ain't bullshit, boy. Hey, man. Coyotes beware. Coyotes beware. But I got one more animal story that's just a little bit more funnier than that, y'all. I'm telling you, I know y'all gonna fall out about this little shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll get into we'll get into, you know, the other shit. So this one here, I can't make this shit up right here. I swear I cannot. I couldn't have dreamed this shit up. This video here is the police find a raccoon with a meth pipe during the Ohio traffic stop. That's right, y'all. It ain't just, you know, people smoking dope no more. Now these people got the fucking raccoons getting high. I ain't lying. Let's review it.
Officer Brandon, Springfield Township Police Department.
Okay, stop it, Josh. How are you?
So the reason I stopped you is
this woman got every fucking animal in every animal she possibly got in the car with her. She got probably a dog, a cat, a raccoon, a possum, and she can't even hit a man. And she getting all the animals high.
You are suspended with a warrant for your arrest.
I am?
So do me a favor, turn off the car, put the keys up on the dash, detain you for that warrant, and because you are suspended actively. Oh. Hey.
What?
Come here.
Hello?
The raccoon has her meth pipe.
As what?
Oh my God.
Her meth pipe. He's playing with the meth pipe right now. No, don't reach for it. That's evidence now.
Well, I don't want him to have that.
Hey, spoken like a true meth head. I don't want him to have that. That's my meth pipe. A raccoon like, hey, police. These bitches got us hostage. Here, hit the dope right here. This shit, I've been looking for that damn pipe. All along, the damn raccoon had it. Somebody come look at this shit. Come look at this shit.
Oh. No, don't reach for it. That's evidence now.
Oh, I don't want him to have that.
Well, that's why I'm going to do it. Hey, buddy.
Huh?
It's okay.
Okay, you're on Arlington. He'll be here in 2 minutes. I'm right across from my house.
Is that what that is?
A few minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what she's smoking meth in.
Okay.
The raccoon's playing with her meth pipe.
All right.
Then I think the raccoon finds another one, y'all.
Oh, There's no way. He's trying to smoke it.
All right. Thanks.
There's no way. All right, enough fun and games.
Here.
Yeah.
Look how big this fucking raccoon is. She just got casually in the car. Smoking meth with it. I can't make this shit up.
Huh? Yeah, he's on it.
Hey, usually the police be like, get on the ground, put your hands behind your back and all that, man. Shit. This man dying at work.
Keep an eye. She was trying to take the meth pipe out of the car. Just keep an eye on her real quick.
Can't make this shit up, man. Can't make this shit up. But anyway, man, we gonna keep it moving. We gonna keep it moving. Let's see, man. What should we talk about next? Y'all, I seen one of the nastiest shits. I think I'm gonna say that story. Let's get to Bossman Dlow.
Misfits Market is an online grocery.
Let's get to Bossman Dlow. So, are y'all? Is everybody familiar with Bossman Dlow? I was bad at fucking school. Now I'm trying to get a ticket. I gotta find one. Oh, let me put in one of this nigga video. Get it in with me. I know y'all heard the song. Y'all probably just didn't know who did it. So I'm going to just play a little snippet of it. Just make everybody familiar with that a little bit.
Just walk out the lavish store, pair of shoes, $12.50.
All right, so that's Bossman Dlow, y'all. That's Bossman Dlow. So.
What's good, everybody?
So, Bossman Dlow, man, he's one of those rappers that, you know, he ain't really gonna be around that long, but you know what I'm saying? He's a good gimmick rapper. You get what I'm saying? He got those, if you hear a song in the club, you drunk and all that, it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? You hear it in the parking lot, it sounds good. There's not a lot of substance to it, so if you one of those, you know, rap people that like, you know, deep thinking rap with lyrics and all that, this ain't him. But he has a good little gimmick going on. I like some of his songs. Can't even cap. They got nice, catchy, you know, elementary bars or whatever that you can still, you know, kind of, you know, vibe with. But, and it shouldn't be no surprise, but yet again, we got another rapper that, you know, what he done in the dark end up coming to light. Now, we all don't give a damn who gay and who not, you know what I'm saying? But when niggas try to hide it, and when these cats be the influence, of course, when it comes out, hey, you got to kind of like, all right, move along. So that's kind of what we're going to do with this story here. Now, Bossman Dlow, he got caught slipping, man. He got caught slipping. So Bossman got caught slipping in one of those jumping in the wrong DM, right? So shout out to, I think this is the Celebrity Junk, and I think this is what's his name? Damn, I can't think of his name right now, but I'll think of it in a minute.
Balls something about this guy about a year.
But let me show you what's going on, and then we'll react to it. Let's start right here. So, my boy done got caught, you know, in a Transformer inbox trying to clap some cheeks. And now it done came to light.
Okay,
It done came to light. So he is no longer Bossman Dlow, he's Bossman Down Low. Because it seemed like he's trying to hide this little information.
so I don't know who is doing what, but this sister also.
He says that Kevlo. Oh, man. Y'all crazy. So he just showing everybody's reaction, but I want to show the actual evidence. So
I mean, I'm on the live bites here. You can look at the B-roll in the background, and you see exactly what is like going on. Okay.
So the Transformer is showing proof of their timeline with Bossman Dlow. Now let's look at some of these messages, y'all. What's good? What's good, UFO Eyes to the Skies?
You can see that this person is going through their phone. They're basically showing that, you know, he is trying to get these cheeks from this guy. Now, this guy is named Timmy Bantam. Okay, it's hard for me to even share some of these guys' pictures. No disrespect to the guy, but this is a guy. I know that this is a dude. With those, that's a dude, okay? Let's look at the text message if we can, okay? He says this: what's your real name? I ain't giving mine, you ain't give yours. It confusing. How? Just my real name.
All right, so let's dissect. Let's break down these texts that he's sending to this person here, right? So obviously he could have looked at the person profile and see, okay, this is a Transformer. So he done jumped in the Transformer inbox because obviously that's what he liked. Got a motherfucker talking about, what's your real name? Ain't giving you mine, you ain't give yours. And confusing the how. Justin, my real name. So he said, oh Lord, so you is that. So he just realizing right now that it's a Transformer. That shit definitely confusing. Yeah, I know, sorry, God made me this pretty. I understand if you not fuck with me now though. So originally he probably thought it was a chick. And then now he's definitely realizing that he talking to a nigga named Justin. I appreciate you being real. Now, this is Bossman Dlow. I never did that. I don't want to be all over the blogs and shit. So he ain't saying that he ain't down with that shit. He just don't want it to be on blogs. Just looked at your Twitter too. And he looking at the Twitter. He looking at all these Facebook profiles of this motherfucker. No, this was a boy. He knew this was a boy. So all that coming around and talking about, oh, I ain't know. Nah, bro, you knew. You found out right here. When he said Justin, my real name, there should have been no more texts after that. There should be not one more. That shit, he ain't got to put, oh Lord, you is that, and all that shit. Say that shit definitely confusing. Nah, none of that, nothing's confused. After that, the conversation was over after this motherfucker saying Justin, my real name.
Oh Lord, so you is that. That is definitely confusing. Yeah, I know, sorry. God made me this pretty. I understand if you're not effing with me now though. Appreciate you being real. I never did that. I don't want to be over the blogs and ish. Just look at your Twitter too. Like he knew I was a boy. Okay. Now then he goes, I can see now you just do people any kind of way. He says, I haven't done nothing to you though. So what do you
So now the nigga ain't start getting in his feelings. Hold up. Let me read these messages a little. Okay, so now it says, I can see now, so he erased whatever message he put right there. I can see now you just do people any kind of way. I haven't done anything to you though. So what you talking about? I'm just saying you not genuine for real. You just about the money and a bond, a real friend, real vibe. So what this nigga trying to get like in a relationship or some shit? What the fuck? Hold up. So all you talking about is linking up and having sex. I guess that's what they're supposed to say. Okay, all this time, you say, K, this is all I'm showing. Go to my Insta and get more on y'all favorite rap. Oh, okay, my bad. I'm reading the wrong thing. You act like we can pop out and be in a relationship, though. I mean, you started the conversation talking shit what I'm supposed to be thinking. This nigga here, boy. The fuck?
talking about? I'm just saying you're not a genuine for real. You just about money. F a bond, F a real friend vibe. All you talk about is linking and having booty clapping sex. Okay, this is all I'm gonna show you going to my Finsta to get more of y'all favorite rappers. You act like we finna pop out and be in a relationship though. I mean, you started the conversation talking about clapping. What am I supposed to be thinking? So basically what Bossman is saying is that he didn't know that this was a guy. He didn't know it. All he had to do was look at the page. The page.
Yeah, that motherfucker definitely knew. But we in 2025. If Bossman Dlow came out and, you know, just made it be known, do what he do, keep making his music, you know, probably got to put some, you know, tea into it or whatever.
It's so graphic. You don't. Let's read this.
If he just did, you know, did more to cater towards the crowd or whatever, he'll be all right. It just ain't no use of hiding it. So more of the story, your favorite rappers are in my messages. I don't usually do this, LOL, but he literally asked me to buy my own flight to Orlando and munch on him for free. Maybe if he would have started with the conversation off nice and wasn't on some hornball shit, this wouldn't be out now. Damn. Damn, they fucked you up, Bossman Dlow. That nigga Bossman Dlow. A nigga can never listen to him the same no more. Crucial. Tell me that you can listen to Bossman Dlow the same now. These receipts, boy. He done got put out there. He was bad at fucking school. Now just trying to dodge a sentence. Damn, Bossman. Bossman down low.
Other story is your favorite rappers are in my messages. I don't usually do this, LOL, but he literally asked to buy my own flight to Orlando and munch on him for free. Oh my God. Maybe if he would have started off the conversation off nice and wasn't on some hornball-ish, this wouldn't be out now. So basically you tried to clap cheeks, dude cheeks for free, okay? You tried.
The nigga got exposed for trying to goddamn, boy. He was trying to start a relationship.
Tried to clap dudes cheeks for free, bro. Wait a minute, there's more. You don't want to F with me no more? I don't know what the...
Now let's look at these text messages. So the nigga is really in his feeling. You don't want to fuck with me no more. What is no more? So it looked like they been actually messing around for a minute because, you know, this is showing different periods of time. I don't know what to say. You seem like you don't want to fuck with me no more. So what, you rather me just pay to link? We do what we do, keep our motherfucking mouth closed, and that's that. Well, that nigga want to link. What was your intentions when I came to Florida? Like, let me know. Get to know you, chill with you, treat you like a human, not like a woman. That nigga said like a human. Oh, Lord. Come on, boss man. That nigga said I was going to treat you like a human. Wow. You can't, man. Just go ahead and, you know, like, bro, they got plenty of room over there in the boat, bro. Just go ahead. Like, trying to be in the closet, though, that ain't gonna help your career, bro. This nigga said, get to know you, chill with you, treat you like a human. I mean, drink, have a good time, great sex, great vibe, great massages, great cuddles. This nigga want to cuddle with a whole nigga and bless you for genuinely coming. Said, I fuck with that. That's what we doing. And if you get them toes French tips, I'll give you double on what they cost. Oh, my God.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
The nigga telling the nigga to get some French tips done. And he gonna double the cost. All right, yeah, I can't listen to the nigga the same no more. Just make music for Like, bruh, you just did a, and I know Gucci Man, like, damn, nigga, I just did a song with you, my nigga. You could have told me you was on some, you know what I'm saying, some shit, my nigga. They be fucking up other niggas' brands with this shit. All these niggas with the low in their name. This with that low shit. Yeah. This nigga here. So, like, them receipts, bruh. She got the receipts, bruh.
To say, you seem like you don't want to F on me no more. So you rather just pay to link, to do what we do to keep our mouths closed, and then that's it? What are your intentions when I come to Florida? Like link, let me know. Get to know you, chill. Would you treat you like a human? I mean, drink, have a good time. Great booty clapping, great vibe, great massages, great cuddles, and bless you for genuinely coming. I F with that. That's what we doing. If you get them French tips, I'll give you double what they cost. I always keep them French tips, you know. So basically, you telling the dude you want to pay for his feet to get done, them feet to get done. Oh boy, this is all bad.
Hey,
then he
bro,
got messages showing the dude asking him to pick the phone up.
Man.
This Dlow, pick up shawty. Now, if I post a video of us on FaceTime and show them how low you really get, I'm gonna be the bad guy. Let me alone now. Oh my God. So guys, that is.
Damn. Motherfucker say, if I post these pictures, I'm gonna be the bad guy. Wow, boy. So that means he linked with that person. That nigga just committed career suicide. R.I.P. to Bossman Dlow, rap career. We thought that people would just get tired of him, but we didn't know that you was gonna do some shit like that. Now, I ain't saying if you make a hit, I can listen. But you know what I'm saying, my opinion done changed about you a little bit. But hey, now if you just gonna be open and out with it, hey, I can respect that. But we see what's happening, bro. We see what's happening. Hey, we see what's happening, man. But anyway, man, let's get to the next situation, man. What else we got, man? We got Remy Ma and Papoose. I'm gonna have to hold that to last, man, because that's a whole bunch of news there. Who else we got? We got Rod Wave. I think we can get into that next. We got Kid Cudi. We might can get into Kid Cudi first. I think Rod Wave and Kid Cudi is gonna take about the same amount of time. I'm trying to save the longest for last. And so yeah, we ain't going nowhere, man. We rocking out Earz to the streets in your area. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. Share the content, man. Share it to Facebook, Instagram, wherever you want to share that. You know what I'm saying? Show some love to the content. So real quick though, Bossman Dlow ain't the only person out here kind of crashing out that's in the music game. We got one more person we done kind of got used to this nigga crashing out. But, you know what I'm saying, I don't even know if this is an actual crash out. I'll let y'all determine that. But Kodak been tripping, bro. I don't know if he be doing this shit for attention or what. But Kodak has been spotted out here, doing some weird ass shit. Check him out. I don't know what the fuck Kodak got going on. He got some tight ass pants, got him sagging and running around with a samurai sword and cutting flowers and shit like a little kid. I don't know if he trying to relive some kid times. I mean, you gotta have something better to do with your time. Everybody gonna say it's the drugs. It probably is. I don't know what the hell going on. I ain't got too much to say about Kodak, man. We done talked about Kodak a lot around here, and like I say, I don't know. People say it's the drugs. I don't know. I mean, I know the nigga owns some drugs. Gotta be. And just the way, he talked, the way he act, but who are we to say when a person is, they've had enough of whatever drug they did? I mean, hey, if he's successful with doing what he's doing, I guess until he get arrested for whatever drugs that he messing around with, I guess it really don't matter. But anyway, man, let's get to Rod Wave. So y'all, Rod Wave has been reported to have shotting up his girlfriend's car. Now, when I first heard this story about Rod Wave and shooting up said car, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Rod Wave ain't learned his lesson from Tory Lanez. I mean, being the star that he is. And at first, I thought that he shot at his girl while she was in the car. But as more news has came out that Rod Wave has over, I think he got like 13 or 14 charges related to this crime. And more details have came out about this. I'll let y'all decide if what y'all think should happen. And I mean, it doesn't matter or whatever. This is just only public opinion, but what y'all think, about the situation. So I'm gonna take this reference from 1090 Jake. Shout out to 1090 Jake. I don't know if I should drop the link, but I'm gonna drop the link anyway. I'm pretty sure all of y'all know about 1090 Jake's work. I don't have to promote him, but just in case, just showing appreciation to the work. But I'm going to react to a 1090 Jake video going over the situation with Rod Wave. So fair use for entertainment, commentary purposes.
Felonies has left fans wondering what the hell happened. Spade TV News would post to Instagram Rod Wave's affidavit, and according to the arrest affidavit, on May 13th, officers executed a search warrant at Rod Wave's 6-bed, 7.5 bath, 14,000 square foot, 3-acre mansion. God
damn. Now that's a motherfucking mansion. So Rod Wave, boy, hey, coming from zero to some shit like this, boy, this is a lot of house. So let's see what happened. So we got the affidavit, I didn't find the affidavit on X, but, somebody found the paperwork. Hey.
Last sold in 2024 for $9 million. Specifically, detectives wanted the home security footage. They believe the video recordings contain evidence of a previous burglary turned shooting that took place at the residence. Recovering the recording device they saw.
Oh shit, my fault, y'all. I forgot to transfer the info. All right, y'all, let me rewind this video back. Sorry about that, y'all.
Spade TV News would post to Instagram Rod Wave's affidavit, and according to the arrest affidavit, on May 13th, officers executed a search warrant at Rod Wave's 6-bed, 7.5 bath, 14,000 square foot, 3-acre mansion that last sold in 2024 for $9 million.
Yeah, so that's what I was speaking on. I said, that's a nice piece of property there. I mean, a nice-ass house there. You better keep selling some music, though. You can't afford to be going through bullshit like this.
Specifically, detectives wanted the home security footage. They believe the video recordings contain evidence of a previous burglary turned shooting that took place at the residence. Recovering the recording device they sought, detectives found footage from April 21st. Reviewing the footage, the master bedroom window was broken, indicating someone broke into Rod Wave's house, but video from the 2 days before wasn't there.
All right, so it's turning out that it's starting out about a break-in at Rod Wave's house. From my understanding. If y'all know something different, put it in the chat.
Rod Wave sent this realtor to check on the home, and she could be seen on surveillance video walking around the garage courtyard before leaving and returning with another realtor. They take pictures of the residence and open the garage door where a Mercedes G-Wagon parked. They were not.
Now, I think this is where, you know, I guess we got to read between the lines, because I guess the actual truth is not going to come out until we see, like, you know, transcripts or something like that. But being that he sent his his realtor to check on his house, and then when the realtor checked in the garage, he probably seen the G-Wagon, and I believe this is a G-Wagon that Rod Wave bought for his girlfriend. I think that might have indicated to him that the bride was in his house while he wasn't there. I don't know. I'm just kind of speculating because that's all they're giving us to do.
Not seen taking anything from the home and eventually left. Rod Wave's girlfriend, Minnie Barbie, whose real name is Manariah Andrews, can be seen pulling up in a BMW. Shortly after, Rod Wave and an unknown associate would pull up in an SUV. Rod and his associate could be seen carrying bags and what appeared to be a box from the residence, while his girlfriend followed. While the surveillance footage had no audio, it appeared to detectives that Rod Wave was arguing with his girlfriend. She could be seen yelling at Rod, who in return pulled out a Glock 20 10mm pistol from under his left arm, opening fire at his girlfriend's G-Wagon that he bought her for Christmas.
Well, damn. So, in the mix of an argument, both of them pulled up, and some type of way, this nigga got so pissed off and shot up her car that he bought for her. Not while she in it. So, I mean, technically, it's his shit. I can shoot up my own car if I want to, if I'm so pissed off. That's crazy, though.
The same G-Wagon posted on her Instagram. Detectives would count Rod's shot 14 times until the weapon was empty. 11 bullets would strike the G-Wagon, 1 round struck Rod's Rolls Royce, and 1 round struck a wall, while the 14th bullet was never recovered. While Rod was shooting, his associate...
This still could have turned into a Meg Thee Stallion situation. A ricochet, you know, bullet fragment getting into a foot, a leg, an arm. Could have still been a bad situation for you, Rod Wave. Not smart, buddy.
Associate was unfazed, as if he knew it was going to happen. He just continued to place things from the house inside of the SUV. Rod's girlfriend, on the other hand, ducked down and ran inside of the house in fear. She'd then run from the house to a nearby neighbor, call her mother, telling her Rod Wave shot her car up, and telling her mom to call 911. Rod...
Well, damn. So, I mean, obviously she was scared. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to use against him. I mean, you shot up her car. They're going to take that as you wanted to shoot her shit. I don't know what the hell these niggas thinking, boy.
Rod could then be seen on camera running through the front of the yard as detectives believed he was now panicking, knowing his girlfriend went to the neighbors to call the police. Rod's associate would also seem to panic as they both jumped into the SUV, but their exit was blocked by Minnie Barbie's BMW. With Rod Wave driving, he'd reverse into the BMW in an attempt to push it out of the way, leaving his tires spinning. Pulling back up to the garage, Rod's associate would shut the garage door, to prevent the shot up G-Wagon from being seen. Rod would get out of the SUV while on the phone, and his associate would begin collecting shell casings.
So they got the nigga on camera from his own camera footage of picking up shell cases, hiding evidence. So he ain't getting out of that.
Rod would attempt to drive around the BMW, but ended up striking a staircase and blowing out his front tire, disabling the SUV. Getting out, Rod would grab shell casings near the windshield wipers, throwing them onto the stairs before calling someone else on his phone. Rod would lock the SUV, lock up the house, and leave through the back of the residence. Detectives would locate a damaged backyard fence, leading them to believe 300-pound Rod Wave broke the fence while escaping through the back.
So the nigga on his own property done did some dumb shit, realized he did some dumb shit, tried to pick up all the bullet shells, tried to get in the truck and leave, but he fucking panicked so much that he flat his own fucking tire. And then the nigga panicked when the police got there, and the nigga jumped the fence in the backyard, done broke his fence. This big ass nigga jumping the fence. This is the same thing that happened to your boy, RIP to him, Scooter, trying to jump a fence, and it didn't work out. And here this nigga is running, jumping the fence at a $9 million house, running from the police because you just decided to do something that damn stupid. This nigga shot up his car. But is that illegal though? That's not illegal to shoot your own fucking shit. It's on your property. Now, and then if that's not illegal, it shouldn't be illegal to clean it up. I mean, you didn't shoot anybody. You didn't put anybody in danger. Shooting in a public dwelling, I mean, yeah. But if he would have spent that $9 million and been on a property by itself and ain't got no neighbors to be running to, because, I mean, if I'm spending $9 million on some shit, I don't even want no neighbors, bro. I'm just saying. But, hey, I ain't got $9 million, so let me shut up.
Detectives were now confident they had video evidence, clearly showing Rod and his associate working together to alter the scene of a shooting, and later discovered Rod contacted his bodyguard to pick them up from the scene to avoid apprehension, while taking evidence from the scene to make it appear Rod was never there and no crime happened other than a burglary.
But technically that is the truth. Because, you know, if you look at this technically, no crime actually happened. The man found out somebody broke into his house. He was so frustrated, mad, took out his gun, his legal gun, shot at his own vehicle. He could have said, fuck this truck. I don't like it, whatever. I can shoot this fucking truck. It's my truck. There's nobody in the damn vehicle. Say if he gifted to her and it was her primary mode of transportation, it could be considered her. She should also be considered in danger when he was shooting. True. Now, everybody that was out there, once he started shooting, potential of ricochet and all that stuff like that, everybody is technically in danger. Technically, you know, even though he's not aiming at them, I guess. And if you're shooting a metal object, yeah, you do have a risk of ricochet. True. And if it is her primary source of transportation, but I'm pretty sure he could work out something getting the property fixed. So I mean, yeah, you could be charged with damage of property and things of that nature or whatever. Shooting in a dwelling. I don't know. We got to look at the charges. Let's look at the charges. I think he got those up in a second.
Due to this information, probable cause was found to arrest Rod Wave on charges of aggravated assault, pointing or aiming a firearm at another person.
Now, I don't know if that's what she told the police, because aggravated assault, if all he did is shoot at the car, that's not aggravated assault. Now, if he took out a gun, knife, or whatever, and he pointed it in a threatening gesture and started shooting or whatever, that's definitely aggravated assault. But I mean, can you say, bitch, you pissing me off, and I pull out my gun and I start shooting at a car? Is that aggravated assault? I mean, I'm saying they might charge you with that, but is that really aggravated assault? Oh, if she pulled up in the G-Wagon, yeah, if she did pull up in that car, yeah. But aggravated assault, I don't know. Reckless conduct, yes. Criminal damage to property, second degree, yes. Willful obstruction of law enforcement officer, yes. Tampering with evidence, yes. Possession of a firearm, knife during the commission or attempt to commit certain felonies, simple assault. I don't know, because if you take away the simple assault, it wouldn't be a felony, and the aggravated assault, it wouldn't be a felony. Because she wasn't assaulted, maybe she was scared, yes, but assaulted, her property was just damaged. So that is a crime. So having a weapon during the commission of a crime, I can agree with. So I guess that'd be the same as, attempt to committing certain felonies. So he got simple assault, reckless conduct, criminal damage to property, second degree, willful obstruction of law enforcement officer, tampering with evidence, conspiracy to commit a felony. So, I mean, y'all put it in the chat. Do y'all think that these are trumped up charges, or y'all think that he got the charges that he deserved? I believe he got the charges that he deserved, except for one. I don't agree with the aggravated assault, but the rest of it, I think is fair play, which is still enough to, fuck up a lot of money, because it leaves 1, 2, 3. Still will have 3 felonies. 3 or 4, pointing or aiming a gun or a pistol at another.
2 counts of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, 2 counts of reckless conduct, 2 counts of criminal damage to property, 2 counts of obstruction of law enforcement.
Nah, man, I did get put out. I'm at the homeless center, bro.
2 counts of tampering with evidence and conspiracy to commit a felony. Now, I don't think this should come as a surprise that one of the top artists making emotional music reacted.
But I think that's pretty much the case of it. I ain't really gonna get into his opinion about it, because that's the reason I'm just going over it. I'm giving my opinion about it. So let me see if his lawyer had anything to say about this. Nah, he didn't. But yeah, so what do y'all think, man? Can you shoot at your own shit? And yeah, he bought it for her, so it's not his no more. Let me clear that up, because Iceberg definitely made a good point right there. It's not his no more because he bought it for her. If she pulled up in this car, and the fact that he shot up the car out of rage because somebody broke into his house, he just took the situation from, hey, I'm pissed off at the fact that somebody broke into my house, and now I'm taking it out on a gift that I brought for you that you just pulled up in, plus we just had an argument, so I'm trying to intimidate you by shooting up the car. I mean, that's clearly what happened, Rod Wave. I don't think a lot of people ain't gonna like that, brother. I ain't a fan of the nigga music anyway. I could give a fuck less, but it's definitely a trending topic going on right now. So I did want to cover it and talk about it a little bit. But if you're wondering what was going on with the Rod Wave situation, from what's been coming out, as far as with the actual evidence, with the actual paperwork and all that, that's what's been showed. So we gonna move on, cause we ain't gonna fuck with Rod Wave too much. We gonna see how that's gonna unfold. Okay, you say pulling the gun all it make is an ag assault to their domestic relationship for sure. Okay, I do believe that. I do believe that. Because once you start arguing with a person and all that, and especially when it becomes your, significant other or whatever, that does make it a hostile situation. So once you pull out a pistol in anger, I guess it does become an aggravated assault. I definitely would trust your word more of just, kind of guessing, Iceberg. So, yeah, boy, you in some shit. You in trouble, man. And speaking of, since we did mention Tory Lanez.
My work is easy because...
Since we did mention Tory Lanez, I've been meaning to go over this Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion situation. I didn't go over the Tory Lanez getting stabbed in prison, but I did just hear a video of the guy that stabbed Tory Lanez has spoken out. I ain't lying. Can y'all believe this shit? This the era we in right now. A nigga will stab a nigga in prison, and then come on on the internet and tell you why he got to stab the nigga. How the fuck do they get this shit? How the fuck is this shit happen? I ain't lying. But anyway, yeah, let's dip into a little Tory Lanez session, because when the Tory Lanez situation happened, I did cover most of the days in trial. We kept the update or whatever. And the thing that I was not, when it came to Tory Lanez, I'm not sure. I'm still not sure if Tory Lanez did it or not. And that's my point. And maybe it's because I wasn't in court, but from the shit that we've seen, the credibility of Meg, the possibility of the other girl doing it, the gunpowder not being on him, all of these things, and them not testing them for gunpowder, without a reasonable doubt, I couldn't say that man did that. So I would think that, that man would be able to go free, but there's a lot of, they're saying that there's new evidence that is proving that Tory Lanez did not shoot Meg Thee Stallion. And there's even a Republican congresswoman that's pushing for the pardoning of Tory Lanez. Let's just see how this gonna go. So, new evidence. Let's check this out real quick.
Me too. Singer.
Hold up. I know a lot of people saying, yeah, Meg lied. She did. She lied about a lot of shit, but that don't mean that she lied about the, I don't know. I don't think she even know who the fuck shot her, to be honest. But I think she just knows she better stick to one of these damn stores. And the easiest store to get her out of this shit, she thought was Tory. And I think this shit gonna do a total 360.
Rapper Tory Lanez, convicted of shooting performer Megan Thee Stallion after a party at the Hollywood Hills home of Kylie Jenner. Here's the story. They're at the party. After the party, they get into an argument. Lanez tells Megan Thee Stallion, dance, and shoots at her feet like a...
Yeah, remember that part of the story, y'all?
Cowboy movie, hits her. Proof?
Remember
testimony of Megan Thee Stallion.
Remember that part of the story where she said that the nigga made us say, dance, bitch, dance?
Her friend Kelsey Harris, and DNA evidence on the weapon that convinced jurors to convict. Pretty simple, right? Maybe not. Turns out that DNA, only a 0.01% chance that the DNA is from Lanez. He's always maintained his innocence. He was sentenced to 10 years, so this is really about the testimony. Lanez, so what happens? So he goes away, recently stabbed 14 times in prison. Many say it was a hit, okay? Because new evidence is about to come out. All right, a little conspiratorial, but he was definitely stabbed. Lanez supporters believe that the media doesn't care because Megan Thee Stallion is represented by Jay-Z's Rock Nation. Now,
ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding. That's
right, nigga.
Yeah, we know that there's some power within what just happened right here. Meg stepped on glass. Where's the hospital paperwork that says they took out the bullet fragments? You ain't got no bullet fragments. They all of a sudden disappeared. The gun disappeared. Everybody got immunity all of a sudden. Like, a lot of things were fishy in that trial. A lot of things were fishy in that trial. But now they're saying they got some more stuff. And after he done got stabbed up, I think that they're trying to, moonwalk, because now that rallied the Tory Lanez support with this situation happening. What if an innocent man is sitting in prison for nothing and this man damn near got killed? A lot of people are starting to think that, and a lot of people are starting to come forward and like, hey man, this shit just ain't right.
I could give a damn about Jay-Z or his company. This just wasn't a case on my radar until now. Why? Anna Paulina Luna. She is a representative from Florida. You see her here on a regular basis. She says she's got new evidence, says it wasn't him. And she joins us now. Representative APL, it's good to have you.
Hey, all he got to do is get a shout out for Trump. See, that's how she about to work his magic. That nigga, this nigga, Tory, he working his way in there. One thing about Trump now, if you fuck with Trump, Trump gonna fuck with you now. He gonna get you out of some shit. Now, if this was a federal case, he'd be already good. But this is how he gonna get in the dough. It might work. But he gonna already done did 5 years. Shit, that's still, man, please. Tory, get out, he going crazy. I ain't lying. You done. Hey, Meg, your career is The Walking Dead right now. Count your fucking days.
Thanks, Chris. Happy to be back on. And thanks for taking a look at this case.
No, listen, you tell me to take a look at it, I'll look at it. But why did you look at it? I mean, this isn't your jurisdiction. I don't know you'd have any connection to any of these people.
Yeah, so as you know, we are on oversight and accountability. And so this case was actually initially flagged for me by Amber Rose. And the reason why I took a particular interest in
Amber Rose? Hey, Tory got the goddamn, okay. Amber Rose don't fuck with you, Meg. Hey, she done threw Amber Rose under the bus.
in it is because of the fact that they actually had evidence that they presented to me in my office that actually disproved the conviction. So as you stated earlier, that 0.01% of DNA, they actually found 4 people's DNA on that firearm, none of which was Tory's. Not to mention there was 0 fingerprints on the actual magazine. And also, too, as you said, 0.01% chance. I mean, that evidence in itself should pretty much speak for itself. Also, there's been ring footage that's been obtained that actually disproves the whole dance Megan. And so what we're seeing is really there was a case of he said, she said. The evidence wasn't actually respected and properly adhered to actually in the trial. And then they also were doing something that I would find pretty wild and egregious. They're actually submitting his lyrics for rap as evidence to the crime. So look, first and foremost, you have to have a free and fair society. That means we need to respect and uphold the justice system. So I actually reached out today to Gavin Newsom's office, and we are requesting an emergency meeting. We're also working with other Democrats, specifically to the California delegation. But I think that this is something that's pretty egregious, that the way that this
long story short, they're going to the top. She's trying to go to, you know, the governor, trying to get a pardon for him. Hey, man, they still fight for Tory, man. Shout out to Tory. If he's innocent, I want to see the brother get loose. And I do think that trial was, there was a lot of fishy things that went on in that trial. So we're going to move on. I ain't going to stick on that too much, but I am definitely going to keep my ears to that and give y'all any updates that come to that Tory Lanez trial. So next shit. Let's go to this kid Cudi and testifying in the Diddy trial, y'all. So there's been a lot of shit going on in the Diddy trial. How many of y'all been keeping up with some of this Diddy trial shit? Because of my work, I can't really keep up with every single testimony of the Diddy trial. But on my way home from work, I had a couple of hours to listen in on some shit. So I definitely listen in on Kid Cudi's testimony, or the reporting of Kid Cudi's testimony. And it was kind of interesting, you know. So I want to go over a little bit of that, and then we got Remy Ma and Papoose. I think we can round it up with that. So if y'all ain't got nothing to do, chill with me. Make sure you hit the like button. Let's take a little quick commercial break real quick while I use the bathroom real quick. And I'm going to play a music video or two, maybe possibly three. But it'll give you a chance to, you know, whatever you need to do real quick while I get the next video ready and step away for a second. Hit the like button, share the content.
Nah, I got this. I can't tell you how to do it, but I can show you. I can show you how to do it. Hey. The dope is the coldest. I know that you notice. Detached from distraction, count up with a passion. Cashing and dashing, stacking and stashing. Pretty much do what I want without asking. Disable my feelings, I'm searching for healing. Pray to the ceiling, just send me a sign. Cover me, save me from wasting my time. They waiting on me, got them waiting in line. I know what I'm doing, just sit back and watch. They hate me so much, really love me a lot. No working it out, it ain't nothing to speak on. Negative thoughts and bad energy, be gone. Flash on the bitch, step on the peon. Prime time, coaching these niggas like Dion. New day, do it again like a rerun. My vision prophetic, all states get beheaded. I did what I had to do, I don't regret it. They want the recipe, they can get next to me. Done with the past, I want what's ahead of me. Grinding excessively, stepping my legacy. Grinding excessively, stepping my legacy. Deliver these verses, I'm living my purpose. Master my talents, I feel like it's worth it. The dope is the coldest, I know that you notice. Master my talents, I feel like it's worth it. The dope is the coldest, I know that you notice.
Flirty, that's what what they say.
She go for anything, yo, the bitch go for. Who got the work, scale it up, what it go for? Bitch, where you at? Bring that mouth here. I'm in the streets with a check, bitch, I'm out here. I got dope, I got crack, what you tryna do? My partner got the pills pharmaceutical. I dropped the sunroof, I'm just tryna let the car air. I'm smoking all gas, you just smoking all air. Yo, bitch on me bad, feel like I'm a ball player. All this trap money, feel like I'm a ball player. I spread them niggas like the phone, cause they out there. You don't fuck with Freddy, fuck them all well. You square, plus you salty, you a cracker nigga. Hope I with no safety, better back up nigga. Draco, you in your backup nigga. My shooters cold-blooded like a reptile, yes sir. Jumping off the top rope like a wrestler, yes sir. All up in your hoe said I'm the GOAT. Ride around with the dope, I'm a chauffeur. All these sticks in here, what I'ma lock the doors for. She go for anything, yo, the bitch go for. Who got that work, scale it up, what it go for? Scare me up, I'm a whole 1,008 grams. Moonwalking with the dope, make it Space Jam. You know time, make money, I can't waste damn. Don't play around by that money, lay him face down.
Lay him down by that money, lay him face down. Shout out to 4th Street Freddy. Y'all ready, man? Let's get back into the show. So, where was we? Oh, Kid Cudi, man. Kid Cudi. So, I seen somebody said that they've been keeping up with the Diddy trial. Most people probably have been looking at the reporters that's been coming through and, you know, going word for word about whatever everybody was saying and everything, which I've been checking out some of that too. Just getting everybody's perspective, you know. Then I'll check with the news and all of that good stuff like that. So This is what I got a little bit out of what Kid Cudi was saying in the courtroom, and I think a little bit is interesting. I want to do a little reaction to some of what Kid Cudi was saying in the courtroom about how he ended up getting into a situation, and every man will have to put themselves in the shoes of this brother, man. You meet a, fine looking lady, and yeah, she used to mess with some other rapper or producer or whatever, but you really don't know what she's really into, right? And yeah, y'all can say, yeah, she's a victim of Diddy and all this stuff like that, cool. But knowing that when he first offered her a freak off, she be like, hey, hell yeah, you and your niggas can piss on me. She was cool with that, piss in my mouth and all that. Do you think this man would have wanted to date this woman seriously, knowing some shit like that? So this is what niggas are facing out here. You know what I'm saying? You thinking you meeting a nice young lady, and you got a nigga ready to do Lord knows what to you about this young lady that you just, you just thought it was a cool person. But let's hear some of his testimony.
A lot of people wanted to know, what did he have to say about December 2011 specifically? Now, around that time frame, police actually responded to Kid Cudi's then home. He's no longer in that home anymore now, but they responded to a call about a break-in at his home. So he said that day actually started with a call from Cassie herself about 5:30, 6:30 in the morning. And Cassie relayed to Kid Cudi that Diddy had found out that the two were dating, and she said...
So imagine this chick you've been talking to for about a month. I think they said that, but I might have, fast forwarded a little farther than that. But imagine you've been talking to a chick for about a month, right? She say she used to mess with Diddy. She don't mess with him no more. You don't know how tender Diddy is. Pause. So you don't really take it that serious. So she say she ain't messing with him no more, and then all of a sudden she hit you up like, oh, Diddy find out we talking. And you be like, so what the fuck you telling me for? You know what I'm saying? That nigga crazy. He said he gonna fuck both of us up. Hold on, what this got to do with me? You know what I'm saying? So you calling me 5 o'clock in the morning talking about Diddy done find out we talking. Diddy ain't my homeboy. Shit, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But these women bringing these type of problems.
Sounded kind of stressed during this phone call. So what Kid Cudi did was he picked her up. He took her to a hotel called Sunset Marquis. So that way it was a little safe for her to kind of hang out there.
Being Captain Saver. This is what happened for being Captain Saver. Women, y'all want to know why niggas don't even want to try to save shit? Because you end up getting your car blown up.
And be at that hotel. But Kid Cudi at the time said he didn't think that Cassie was even dealing with Diddy at this point. Diddy had asked actually for Kid Cudi's address around this time, and one of the big moments was that Cassie was the one who actually gave Diddy Kid Cudi's address. And so
What?
Man, stop it. Wow. Wow, she gave Diddy the nigga's address. Because how else would the nigga know where he stay at?
So Kid Cudi said he didn't know what Diddy was going to do. Then when he was at the hotel, he actually got a call, or he had spoken to Capricorn Clark, somebody that was Cassie's friend, but also somebody that had worked for Diddy. And so when Kid Cudi was speaking to Capricorn Clark,
so it looked like he thinking that he helping this female. You know, he talking to her friend and all that stuff like that. Yeah, man, help her out, get her. He doing the right manful thing. And at the same time, these chicks, they kind of playing him too. They bring Diddy straight to the man's house like he did something wrong.
was speaking to Capricorn Clark. Capricorn sounded scared on this phone call, pretty much on the verge of tears, because it was Diddy, one of his affiliates, an unnamed person, and Capricorn Clark were at Kid Cudi's home. Kid Cudi was kind of describing that essentially Capricorn Clark was essentially taken by physical force to go with them to Kid Cudi's home while Kid Cudi wasn't even there.
Hell no. So let me get this straight. While Kid Cudi was gone, this nigga Diddy went to Kid Cudi's house while he wasn't even there, was inside this man's house. He done forced Cassie and her homegirl to tell him what Kid Cudi stay at. And he didn't even know she was messing with him.
So Kid Cudi could verify that Sean Combs, aka Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, whatever we're calling him, was inside his home when he wasn't there. Kid Cudi said that he actually went home after speaking with Capricorn Clark and just kind of rushed over there. Then we see an exhibit photo of the entrance of Kid Cudi's old home. It's the home of the break-in, and you see the front gate door. And he described his neighborhood at the time being as far as being very quiet, family-oriented, and they had to kind of mention that he was driving a Porsche around that time. So Kid Cudi actually called Diddy while he was driving home, and there was some profanity here, so bear with me, everyone. He said, "Mother effer, are you in my house?" And Diddy said, "I just want to talk to you. I have..."
Say what, nigga? Imagine calling a nigga and say, "Nigga, you in my house?" And nigga tell me, "I just want to talk to you." About a female? Boy, you must have done lost your mind. That's how, man, crazy.
I'm here waiting for you. And surprisingly, Kid Cudi explained that Diddy sounded relatively calm while he was on the phone speaking to him. So Kid Cudi thought his security cameras were working, and turns out he said someone kind of had moved them and angled them a little bit down, so that way I guess whatever was going on wasn't captured on that video. And they had moved them the opposite angle, and said Kid Cudi verified he wasn't the one who moved those security cameras. But when he got home, Jesse, he said gifts were open on the kitchen counter. Stuff was pretty expensive. It was from Chanel. And that his dog, surprisingly, was locked in the bathroom. Now, his dog normally roams around.
So Diddy running around that nigga house. "Oh, you done bought this motherfucker bags and shit? Oh, hell nah, nigga." That nigga Diddy is crazy.
Free like a lot of our pets normally do. I mean, my cats right now are probably wandering around. I would never lock them inside the bathroom while I'm out of home or anything like that. So I can understand why that really stood out to him as far as his dog being inside the bathroom with the door closed. But he had that dog for about a 2-year period and noticed that after this break-in had happened that his dog became jittery and was always on edge at the time. So Kid Cudi got back into his car, he says, and called Diddy because he wanted to fight Diddy. He wanted to square up essentially and just find him and fight him because he believed that Diddy broke into his home. And so
that nigga said he wanted to fight. I don't blame you. But boy, you ain't gonna get no one-on-one fight, bro. Stop it. The nigga's gonna hang your ass over a balcony or some shit. I ain't lying. You was not gonna get that one.
He said after this phone call, he thought about the reality of the situation and what more could possibly escalate from that situation. So what he ended up doing is he just called the police. And when he had returned home, because remember, he was driving around looking for Diddy, essentially wanting to fight him, he says. And when he returned home, the police were there at his home. He filed a report. And then he was speaking with Cassie about the situation. And Cassie seemed pretty depressed about the situation, according to Kid Cudi while he was on the stand. And then he had said, because this is in...
if you've got pink salt, apple cider vinegar.
Man, this girl, boy, I'm talking about. I don't know what to say about this. Cause just imagine you talking to a female and you end up getting into this much shit about a female that you don't even know about.
This was around December of 2011, and we know that shortly after that, Kid Cudi had spent the holidays with Cassie over at her family's home in Connecticut, and then they broke up shortly after. But the thing is, a few weeks later, January 9th of 2016, again, a few weeks after his break-in, his car caught on fire, or not even caught on fire. A Molotov cocktail was lodged into the driver's side of his car, of his Porsche, mind you, and we saw a lot of exhibit photos from that Molotov cocktail being inside, or not being inside.
So they blew up the man's car even after he broke up with her. Imagine that. You break up with the bitch and you still get your car blown up.
That car, but we saw the aftermath of the Molotov cocktail in the car. So we saw an exhibit photo of the damaged car. You could see a cut at the top of the roof from the Molotov cocktail. The roof was blown out. Kid Cudi had said his friend Chip, who is one of his best friends, took those photos because he had got a call from his dog sitter at the time that essentially his car was on fire. So he had rushed back home to see what happened. Lo and behold, this entire incident happened. So we saw more exhibit photos of the burned driver's side door, some smoke damage, again, the whole of the roof, damage to the driver's side car, burned seats. He said when he arrived home, he did see the damage to his car, and he saw the Molotov cocktail. He saw that burnt bottle on the ground right next to the outside of his car. So he said police were actually there when he had arrived home, and his car wasn't even able to be repaired after this fire. And so they had said that this cocktail was in the driver's seat, and his reaction, to your point, Jesse, earlier about him just being so casual while he was on the stand and his one-liners, well, his one-liner for his reaction about a Molotov cocktail being lodged into his car was, what the F? And obviously I can't say what the F means.
What the fuck? What type of nigga blow your car up after you done broke up with the girl that he told you he didn't want you fucking with? Just disrespectful. But this is gonna kind of prove the racketeering charge that, you know, they're trying to trump up on them. So, I mean, hey, that is a very compelling testimony on the behalf of them trying to prove their point. So, yeah, Diddy, you in trouble, my guy. You know, but they've I don't think they could prove like the trafficking, but they don't really have to prove just the trafficking. They could just prove, you know, some of this racketeering actions and him using his bad boy money to do these people all type of way. Yeah. I mean, he won't walk away scot free. I don't think he's gonna get like life or something like that, but I do think he'll get like 8 years, 15 years, something like that. So it ain't over for the diddler. So niggas better watch how they moving around. You know. But anyway, man, let's get to the next story, man, and our last story. We gonna get into this Remy Ma and Papoose situation. Now, this shit done got messy, man. And I say this for last because there's a lot of going back and forth. And me being the nosy motherfucker I am, I definitely been trying to figure out what the fuck been going on. So we gonna start out with Remy Ma. She got triggered because Papoose new girlfriend, she didn't necessarily say something about her, but it was in a reference about her because let me see if I have this Breakfast Club interview.
When it came to
I think I have it, so it can explain. So you can see how this whole situation just got sparked out of nowhere. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
They don't post that.
This isn't it. Okay, but I don't have the Breakfast Club interview right now, but I'm gonna play it. But I'm gonna play just her response to it. And, you know, once I find the Breakfast Club interview, y'all can tell me if it meets the response to Remy Ma responding. Now, in my opinion, I think Remy Ma, you know, is being a little petty. You can't really justify a nigga holding it down for you while you locked up and all that. And now you're trying to say the nigga broke and all that. I mean, come on now. If he broke, then y'all broke, because y'all married. Can't play that role, in my opinion. But let's just see this messy ass shit. I'm a little surprised, but hey, it is what it is. It's 2025. Everybody gonna put their relationship bullshit on the web. So let's hit it back and forth.
Been with somebody that was just holding me down, not doing that. I was paying rent from jail. Now he's a wife. Listen, this is what I would like.
Damn, she called a nigga a wife. That's cool.
Papoose, you have my lawyer's information. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer, since your lawyer that the number you gave us has not been retained yet, I told you I'll pay for it. If somebody over there that loves you wants to pay for it, great. That will make me happy. Everything is signed and ready to go. I don't want nothing. I'm not even asking for child support. My daughter's school, her babysitter, her nanny, her gymnastics, her swimming, her dancing, her healthcare, her all of that. I take care of it like I've always done. I don't need anything.
That's giving police lawyer talk. I'm not paying for whatever's supposed to be in them bags. No, no, no. Here they go. They right here. There they go. No, 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 no. Stop. I don't know what people have. Y'all don't know what people have. My ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with. Ever.
Did you know that you can form a Florida?
Whenever you're ready, the papers are there. I don't want anything, nothing, no things. I would like my jewelry. I would like it. Could you go pick up my jewelry from out of the pawn shop?
Let's be clear. Nobody's scared of nobody. All of that tough talk. Nobody. All that tells me that I'm coming at you way different than I come at anybody else. Like nobody. There should be no ill feelings at all. Especially in my advice. My advice was like, hey, if you move on with somebody and that person wants to be with you and y'all planning a family together and all that, you can't come and talk crazy to me. How? I'm out.
What up, boss man?
I have told.
And I'm showing these clips, and these clips are put together because, hey, man, she's been on a rampage lately. And I mean, when I say a rampage, she even been having, times where she's gotten extra disrespectful. And she's even on here with her new, man and shit being disrespectful. Because y'all heard when she just said, she would like her jewelry at the pawn shop. Now, did the man put your jewelry in the pawn shop when, he had to pay some bills while you was locked up? Or what we talking about here? But that's your husband still. That's y'all money. If he broke, you broke. See, and I think this is one of those crowds, trying to make a person feel like, you get all on Instagram, hey, yeah, look, I'm happy too. How you happy with a nigga that's already on video saying that he's playing you, that he's blackmailing you? And you left the man with your kids, the father of your kids. A true relationship. Now, I don't know the ins and outs. Yeah, she really acting like a teenager. I mean, she actually trying to flex with dude. Like that. Oh, man. Come on, Remy. But, I mean, if you truly happy and you in a real relationship, cool. But I think she just doing this to try to, really, fuck with buddy. But I think it's fucking with her to see him, he done upgraded. So she got shit out here like, what this say? This is what Papoose was threatening to post. Damn, she calling the nigga Papoose. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of funny. This is why he's so mad. This is why he want to go to games and be seen because he thinks it's back pay, but I don't care. He's had photos, videos for years. He mad that I'm actually smiling and laughing again. I'm not ashamed of anything I have done, not even all I have done for you. I did it because I'm the realest ever. You claim I was so bad and said all these horrible habits I have, yet you stayed for my daughter. Nah, you stayed hoping I would come back, and when you saw I wasn't falling for the usual tactic, you said, fuck me and fuck my baby. I doubt if he said fuck the baby, but he definitely probably said fuck you. And that's kind of what Papoose was saying. So we about to get into a little bit of what Papoose was talking about. But yeah, Remy Ma got triggered because of Carissa Fields was on the Breakfast Club. Matter of fact, let me pull up that real quick. I mean, I meant to say Shields. I'm sorry, y'all. I said Carissa Shields. Let me see her Breakfast Club interview. So you could just hear what she just said on the Breakfast Club. It wasn't nothing major. Remy Ma and Papoose, they're out there, blah, blah. I think this was it. Hold up. Damn, y'all, I lost the damn shit. But let's just go straight to Papoose' response, and I'll find that. So Papoose finally said, "Fuck that shit. I ain't about to sit back and just let her keep playing with me in the media and all that." And we all know, if you're a fan of Papoose like I am, he ain't this type of cat. I think he's just getting a hold of this whole social media shit. Pap, start your channel. Start spitting your shit, bro. We want to hear you, bro. Yeah, I definitely want to see two-piece Remy. So I'm going to slide it up a little bit so he can get in his bag.
I don't do none of this corniness. This whole situation happened, everybody know I never said nothing. The only time I said something was the last time when she tried to clout chase with the whole fake thing she kind of put on Instagram before. But ever since this transpired, I never opened my mouth, never said nothing, because that's not my style. And also, I would never want to disrespect her. You know what I mean? Actions speak way louder than words. Initially, when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane. But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating.
Nah, I got this.
Now, that's an important detail right there. The man kept going back to her, and it ain't his first time. Because every time we hear her saying something about him, we ain't hearing her say like, "Oh, he been cheating, and he ain't, you know, he been cheating. He ain't been abusive, none of that stuff like that." Now you just saying he broke. Well, shit, that mean y'all broke. Shit, that's crazy. But you cheated on the man before, and it took to this very last time, the straw that broke the camel's back, I guess.
I've caught her cheating numerous times since she been home. With the lane, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lane later. You had the audacity to mention my child, and you had the audacity to mention me not seeing my daughter, when ever since I left, she has not allowed me to see my daughter. She's been straight miserable. I'm gonna say it again. All men out there who ever been through this type of situation, you know how it gets when you're dealing with a miserable individual. She did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year.
Nah, that's some fucked up shit.
Blatantly, I went to pick my daughter up from school. When I went to pick my daughter up from school, Diamond was picking my daughter up. Because
now that's fucked up. Because now we get into a situation of people starting to play with the kids. And I think some guys, like, This is a familiar story with most people when you're dealing with a woman and dealing with kids. Because, you know, they feel like, hey, they don't want to be seen around you, but it ain't about you. It's about, you know, me and the child. But y'all got to remember, this is this man's first response to the bullshit that's going on. Uh-oh.
Because that's who has my daughter all the time. And that was one of the biggest issues I had with her, because all my daughter know
What's
is
good, Mike? Got
mommy
motion.
and daddy. She was raised with both parents. That's all she know from day one since the womb. Our entire lives has been documented. What goes on with these celebrities is they like when y'all come on their page and y'all like their posts. They like when y'all spend y'all money on their concerts, on their music. They like when y'all make them rich. So y'all become fans and y'all follow the journey of these celebrities for years and years and years, right? As y'all follow the journey of these celebrities, you basically become a part of their life because...
And I had to learn that the hard way. Like, the more a lot of people just follow these people, they really start, and then they'll turn around like, why you worrying about me? You're like, you wasn't worrying about it when I was donating you money? So, you know, when people even check into what I got going on or whatever and invest themselves in even the drama and shit that be going on around, I got to understand that, hey, you know, people going to put their opinion in. So I think that's what Papoose is, you know, getting across right now, that, you know, he's understanding what comes with, you know, America, Black America looking at him and Remy Ma as, you know, the couple goals and all that stuff like that. So right now, people are choosing sides. And I think that Remy she really putting in some PR to try to get people on her side. And I think Pap just done got sucked up into it. He done sat back long enough, like, but you got to vent out about this shit. You can't be holding this shit in.
You've been following them for 10 years, 15 years sometimes. You've been a fan of a celebrity or artist. But soon as something happens, the first thing they say to the fans is, you don't know me, right? Soon as something get out there bad that they don't want you to know about, the first thing they say is, oh, you don't know my life? Yes, they do. They know y'all know us very well. And the reason why I'm saying that is because don't allow none of these celebrities to fool you. When you hear a rumor that comes out, it's true. We are human, just like y'all, the audience, the supporters, the fans. So now you have a person here who life has been documented for decades through the fans watching us, seeing when she got incarcerated. Watch me visit her every day for a year straight.
That's a fact. That is a fact. It is documented. And you have a motherfucker trying to get red in your face and try to tell us that some kind of way that person, you know, is a piece of shit. But you ain't saying that the person is cheating on you. You ain't saying that the person is abusive. We don't even know why she even goddamn cheating with on the other nigga. At least give a justification. Other than that, you know, you married the man. So we're looking at, you know, hey, you just on some lame shit. If we got to choose and pick sides and look at it from the outside in, because as the celebrities, y'all told us to look into your life. And I think she's really fighting to keep her image right now.
Watch me bring her 35 pounds of food a month. Watch me hold her down. Watch me in the courtroom getting into altercations with court officers over her. Witness when she came home. Witness me go build an anticipation for her to come out of prison. Had a different artist do a drop every single day. Oh, the queen is coming. The return of the queen. Right? All the fans witnessed her come home. Witnessed us have the big wedding.
That's all facts. All facts. I can't deny none of that shit. I ain't on, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a nigga on the sideline just like everybody else. We the jury. But everything he's saying is true. Everybody's like, damn, but this nigga keeping it real, my nigga. Ain't no allegations out there or whatever. Not that we know about. So at least you're not being embarrassed.
Wedding ceremony followed our entire journey. Never trust a celebrity who erased their Instagram. You ever notice I never erased nothing on my page? All you gotta do is scroll down. The same page that she utilized today to lie for an hour straight and tell all these fabricated stories, the same page I created. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. We get back to that later. I went to pick my daughter up from school. There's a young lady who was picking my daughter up from school. And I notified her, hey, you know, I called her, I said, hey, I'm coming to pick her up. I picked up my daughter, gave her a hug, gave her a kiss. I mean, show things you do when you see your child. Embrace my child. And I had to go take care of something that day. So after I see my daughter, I just wanted to see her and hug her because everything had been going on. I hadn't seen her in a little while. After I left, I think the next day or next 2 went by. She contacted me. Hey, you haven't seen your daughter since New Year's. I said, excuse me? I just seen my daughter yesterday. I just picked her up from school.
I'm pretty sure there's some brothers in the chat, you know, probably done experience similar situation to this. You know, you have a situation where a person will try to make something out of nothing or something that they're not aware about.
What are you talking about? She didn't even know that I seen my daughter. You know why? Because she's never there with my daughter. She is.
But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women had this problem with their damn baby daddy too. Or not having a nigga that does this shit. So you definitely can understand where this man coming from because you have an active father. You have a man that's an active father in his child's life. And, you know, when you get those type of men, this is what they do out there.
Never there with my child.
Not all women. I'm just saying, you know, these selective women that definitely have influence.
And it's crazy that you have the audacity to open your mouth and say that I haven't seen my daughter, not only due to the fact that you didn't allow me to see her, since I finally got tired of your lies, tired of your narcissism and moved on, but the fact that while you was running out here cheating with this lame, not only cheating with this lame, you allowed him to destroy your entire life. You use all, you talking this money talk, you use.
He was having real audio problems. You could tell he don't do this much. I'm gonna skip forwards a little bit. He had, I think,
making my children, and you had the audacity. Can y'all hear me? Because some people complain about the audio. I'm not covering the mic. Y'all saying I'm covering the mic. I let it go now. You know me, and I'm talking about speaking with my actions. I don't do this. I don't clout chase. I never come on social media talk. I still didn't say nothing. I just kept it moving. But you had the audacity. My children. So since you want to mention my children, and that I can't let ride. A lot of people like, yo, Pat, that's not you. Don't entertain it. You know what I'm saying? People see through it. She's bitter. She's miserable. Yeah, that's a fact. But you mentioned my children, and that I'm not letting ride. So with that being said, you abandoned my child for months. I'm sorry, for days at a time. Knowing she had to go to school the next day, knowing I had to go to work the next day, since you want to get up on here and say, oh, you don't have a job. Because you know, when I got the executive position at TuneCore initially, knowing I had to go to work the next day, knowing my daughter had to go to school, you stayed out with the lane.
Now that's extra disrespectful. Man going to work, child going to school, you hanging out with another nigga. That you got, I mean, I'm pretty sure that nigga ain't got as much motion as your husband do.
Stayed out with the lane. You want to talk, and you stayed out with the lane while your daughter was crying for you. Tears. Also, she wanted to talk about all of this money talk and all of this and what I don't got and what I got. Since I met her, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth.
Well, damn. 90? Well, damn. So that means the money that she's talking about is money that he helped her get. Now, if he can prove this and they're going through a divorce and she's talking about all this big money, like I say, if he's broke, then you broke because he's entitled to half of that if he can prove that. Remy might want to stand down on this one.
And with me saying that, I want to say this to y'all. Anyone who has an iPhone, you know how iPhones work. When I was younger, I used to be able to write rhymes in my head, create rhymes in my head, and remember them. Just like that. As time went on, I got a little older, I started to write rhymes in my email draft. Now, if you have an iPhone, go in your email draft. If anybody come around me, and we're in the flesh next to each other, I can type in any word from one of her songs, and her entire rap will come up. The entire verse will come up. I never asked for a penny. I never asked for credit. She was my wife. I didn't want anything from her. I just wanted to see her win. Like I said, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth since I met her. Y'all said it. Y'all said it numerous times. Oh, we know that's Pat behind that pen. Did I ever agree with y'all? Did I ever put it out there? I never said I wrote her rhymes. I left it. I didn't need the credit. All I wanted her to do was win. Wrote the rhymes, did the contracts, security, the whole shit. So you fabricating these stories, and it's very weird that you're talking all of this money talk, but in your background, it's everything that I bought. All of the utilities are in my name. So all of this fabrication about, oh, he don't pay no bills, oh, he don't do this, he don't do that. If you analyze her life, the whole thing is about all of this money talk. Why? Because she wants y'all to think that she's this big shot. I don't need to come up here and perpetrate no fraud like I'm a big shot, like I'm this and I'm that.
And I ain't gonna lie, I mean, if this is first time coming up here and really trying to defend itself, and I've seen video after video after video of this girl here. Let's switch over real quick to a little bit of what she talking about. You know what I mean? Because that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of what he was saying is, hey, you know, I wrote a lot of your music and everything. We all know that she got locked up, got I think it was a 9-year sentence. He held her down, came and seen her every week, you know, always took care of the packages, always had to take care of the money, everything while she was locked up, had to stay faithful, had to take care of the kids, had to take on the whole load of everything. Then you get home and then you start cheating on him with, you know, a guy that works for pretty much both of y'all. Y'all got something good going as a couple, as a family. Y'all got a family business going on. You know, you got your kids in the household. Y'all had a successful rap battle going on, and then you start messing with the help. And like, you know, it's really weird behavior. I mean, I'm trying to think of it, you know, like down the middle. I'm not trying to be like biased or nothing, but there's no way you can be biased on this from the lifestyle that y'all putting in front of us as the audience. We can't see it no other way. If you see it any other way, like how a woman, you know, try to find some type of way to cheat on a man that held her down while she was, you know, at her lowest. I don't care if she was paying the bills. Yeah, your music probably was paying the bills, but you needed somebody that you can trust to keep everything organized, and that man had to hold you down. And if he was broke, why did you marry him? Why did you keep having kids from him? Why was he acceptable for you when you were doing your time and when you came home? And why would you go get another nigga that's probably broken than him, that has less, you know, status or credibility than him? Yeah, calling them broke during a divorce, that's real stupid. That's showing her ego is really killing her. And I'm gonna tell you why it's really killing her, because she knows she's dealing with a nigga that's on video saying that he's blackmailing her, and she's got to try to act like she's happy with him. And she got to see Papoose with Clarissa Shields doing things like this, and trust me, she in her feelings right now, but over time she gonna miss shit like this.
Pap, is Johnny Boy boxing that fight hype? Clarissa, I need to know the predictions of the fight with you and your opponent.
Me and my opponent?
Yeah.
I can only speak on if she comes unprepared, she'll get knocked out early. If she comes prepared, she'll get knocked out late.
Absolutely. Now, Pap, I gotta get a verse from you, man. I gotta hear you. We gotta hear you spit, man.
I'm with Clarissa Shields. To spend time wisely is a skill. Doing everything that losers won't, but winners will. We ain't chasing a good time. We just sit and chill, eating, watching Michael B. Jordan. That movie Sin is ill. When the love is genuine, you can tell it's a different feel. Babyface was right on that song. She got that whip appeal.
Whoa!
Stole her heart like a ball player. I be getting steals, and I pay for it in full. We don't split the bill. This ain't that fake vibe that you used to. Nah, this shit is real. I'm so allergic to fake people, I need some Benadryl. If we were slaves, y'all would be house niggas. We in the field. She fight for the people. George Floyd, Emmett Till, Olympic winner. First female boxer to get a meal. So much motion that she be moving while she be sitting still. It's a heavyweight title. They gonna say it's still.
Brooklyn, Detroit.
Fucked them up. Remy over there going crazy. She over there going crazy. What's good, Carl Belton? Chris K. Remy over there going crazy right now. She can't talk. She can't talk reckless. Y'all know usually a female, they want to talk reckless to your new broad. She can't talk that reckless shit. You gonna have to shoot her, Remy. At any given time, you can say, bitch, I beat your ass. That's all you gotta say. But she ain't gonna say that.
Detroit, Brooklyn, oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's real love. That's what's up. Respect. My God. That's it. That's it, man. One love, man. We wish you the best of luck. Clear. That's it. It's on.
So she realizing that, hey, a lot of shit, a lot of success comes with, you know, support. But right now, boy, she all over the place though. Right now, she see shit like this, boy. She done went crazy. Hold on, let me go into some more this wild out shit she done been going on with. She went on.
These were two.
Let's not let them deflect. I don't care if you went on the website last night irately to prove a point and started filling out shit that ain't never gonna get answered because it's a weekend and then Monday's a holiday. I do not care. I don't. Okay? I don't care.
Okay, so this is definitely recent because she talking about Monday a holiday, and you know, like we just gotta judge people by their character, man. See their attitude, their energy. We just seen his energy. We seen him and his woman energy, and you know when she's showing her energy, it's like, oh, I'm gonna take pictures of me and him, just coming from an Eagles game or some shit like that, like, you know. They in the boxing gym. They're doing what it takes to get that bag. So you and that nigga going to the Eagles game dressed alike and all that. You're saying that your baby daddy / husband is broke and she's his next come up. So you was his first come up? Is that what you're saying? Because Pap was, you know, popular when he started messing with Remy Ma. You fucked up your career by shooting a motherfucker. That man helped keep your ass popping and shit, you know what I'm saying? Even when you got home, had shit set up for you. So I mean, you can't fool. You could fool some of the people all the time, but not all of the people's. However that shit go. Some of the people all the time, but not all of the people some of the time, or some of the people all the time, but not all the people some of the time. Whatever, however the fuck that shit go. But you ain't fooling me all the damn time.
I didn't realize that Papoose was still crashing out at 2 a.m. because I was sleeping because I have to get up in the morning and take my daughters.
And then the fact that she done started calling the man Papoose. So she wanted to get away from the facts and start throwing insults They try to get into this dirt fight. Real hurt type shit.
School. Throughout the day, I really wanted to get right to it, but I had some things to do because I have something to do later, and I have to pick my daughter back up from school. But now that she's secure and everything's fine, I got about 7 minutes before I gotta start.
Shut up and take my cheese.
That one is smart.
What I am?
Smart ones, and you have some that aren't quite so good.
I counted my cheese.
African American over here. Look at him.
Before I got the motherfucking plate.
Hey, I appreciate that, Carl Belton. Salute to you. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button on your way in. Appreciate Carl Belton, man. Salute to the tradesman. And y'all, I haven't had a chance to really get some camera footage on what we got going on right now because it's been a whole bunch of. I got out of the attic, but it's I got some shit that I got to put together. But I got y'all. It's gonna look beautiful. It's gonna be a big, beautiful thing. Yeah, she hurt, man. This is obvious hurt.
What I'm going to do is address the couple of things which is totally egregious, totally outlandish.
Oh, sorry, y'all. Damn. I was doing a good job of not, leaving my mic on mute. So let me go back. So obviously Remy Ma is mad about the situation of Carissa Seals answering the question on the Breakfast Club. That really, if I can find this video, I'm going to find it. But when y'all hear it, y'all gonna like, it really wasn't warranted to you even responding. You can tell that Remy Ma is hurt because she responded, first of all. And then it turned into a small back and forth, but she can't stop. The man made one reply, and now here she is again.
Okay. The first one, just ludicrous. It doesn't even make sense. This man ain't right 90% of anything. Like, I wish he paid 90% of the bills. We probably wouldn't be here, but that's neither here nor there.
Wow. Wow. So you see the type of shot she's throwing. So now, because if a nigga ain't paying 90% of the bills, because now you feel like, hey, I'm doing everything. So I'm just curious. Do y'all think that nigga that she's fucking with now, do y'all think he's paying 90% of the bills? Do y'all think he wants anything to do with, trying to do 90% of being a father or any kind of male figure to the child? You got to go sneak out and do all this extra shit now? So that's what you're talking about. 90% of the bills, huh? Man ain't paid no bills. He ain't did shit now, huh? He just a bum ass nigga now, huh?
Not only did this man not write for me, that's where a lot of his animosity comes from. Every time we would do interviews, and people would be like, oh my God, do y'all rap battle? Who's better? Like, she's better. His heart, though, it pains him because he really wants this. He wants this. We're talking about somebody who literally sat and made an album each month for a year straight that nobody purchased. And then here I am, literally making a lot of money on old work. And then sometimes I'll pop out a little verse on Ghetto and Ratchet with Kanye, or pop out with a verse on Air J record, or I'll do something with my Fat Joe. Every time I do it, like, yo, right when that please, because the album was the album. And he envies that I had that demand and or that I have the leisure to not really do music because financially I'll still be okay. Right? I was always being threatened, or should I use the word blackmail, since that's the word we like to use. The only person that has ever tried to blackmail me was Papoose.
So the man literally play, and I gotta play the video because there's a video of Papoose playing old boy saying that he's gonna blackmail old girl. And of course I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna play the video. But that's what she's referring to. But she's delusional if she's thinking that she's been blackmailed by her husband, but not by the nigga that's, you know, you're cheating with and you're going through a divorce. And you got all this motion going on. Yeah, she's about to talk herself right into a lifetime alimony. And boy, she go see the right judge. All that flexing you doing. Imagine a man doing some shit like this, knowing he going through a divorce and he up here trying to talk about how much motion he got and this and that. And I've been taking care of you and all that. Man, please, keep talking. You gonna be his, you say his new come up, you gonna be his old come up too. You gonna stay a goddamn come up. This girl, you could tell Papoose was the brain behind that relationship.
All of these things he's saying now. Oh, I wrote her music. Oh, she's abusing her daughter. This man will wait till my daughter did something out of pocket, because he doesn't chastise any of them, really. Wait till my daughter does something out of pocket, and when I go to chastise her, he was secretly recording me. The same way he played a clip of a secret recording the other day, yesterday or whenever. He was secretly recording me and then telling me, like, yo, I'll play this and tell him that you abuse our daughter. Swear to God. Swear to God.
Salute, Nick Lee.
This is the type of manipulator that we're dealing with. He loves using the word narcissist, strangely. Look at the tactics of narcissists. When they can't control you anymore, they try to assassinate your character.
Kind of sound like what both of y'all doing, just a little bit. So maybe y'all was, you know, that's why y'all was a couple.
Chooses smarter.
Takes one to know one, I guess.
With lies. You understand? My daughter's well taken care of. And not because of him. That man didn't even contribute $1 to her being here. IBF cost me over $100,000. So I wanted to focus on my career. Right? So that's that. To say that.
Wow, she said she when she spoke of his contribution to her daughter, she only spoke of monetary funds. Now that tells a lot. She didn't say he doesn't spend any time with her. He doesn't, you know, bond with her. You know what I'm saying? She's only talking about what she decided to spend money on, and he probably didn't agree with it. Or hell, if it's a huge expense and you're gonna do that, but you're gonna say he didn't contribute to it. That's amazing. That is amazing.
You pens anything, you're corny. Like, no, the fact that nobody even believes you. I don't know why academics is over there like, yo, this was it. Sir, please, don't use your platform to.
So she feeling that heat because you got men like, you got dudes like academics over there going ham. She's seeing what people are saying, and that shit getting to her. So right now she's trying to play, you know, she got to fix her face. This is why she keep making more and more videos. She ain't gonna stop, and she gonna throw more and more and more mud. Pap, I mean, don't go too far. Keep your integrity, but defend yourself. But at some point in time, just let her expose herself a little bit, and then, you know, go back to being yourself, because you got really something good going on. Nobody can even, she can't even find enough. You're talking about pawn jewelry and shit like that. That man, girl, making millions, man. Like, you really can't go with the whole broke shit no more. And we seeing this man doing what he loved to do, and that's hopefully being able to raise his children and live life.
Promote positivity. Don't push propaganda and lies. So that was that. It really wasn't even that serious, but I feel like I have to say that. The part that really the part that scuffed my Timbs is that this man really tried to come on here and say that that he caught me with a female, which is one of my friends, which I've been holding her back for years because she hasn't liked this man for years. Like, yo, you can't say nothing, you can't say anything. You gotta respect it. Not only did you disrespect her, you said her name, everything. So whatever she says about you, it's out of my hands right now. But he caught me in a sexual act with a female with my daughter on the bed. I slipped out of the bed with him after he was trying to get to me, denied him. I always deny him. I've denied him. I haven't had sex with him in years. But I slipped out of our bed and tried to go get in another bed with a girl, a female, which is my friend, one of my close friends for years and years and years. And he caught me with my daughter and all this. First of all, you try to say what you said about Easy. Oh, he little. I think it's a little sugar in his tank. That's weird to me. That you literally got on here and thought you had a flex trying to say, oh, she's bisexual. This, like, I'm actually not. But thanks for the uplift, because all the bad bitches that's been in my DMs since you said that, like, shout out to y'all. But try to say she's done so many things to the people from that community. Who? Most of my friends. Aggressives.
Man, she's really pressed. She's feeling like she got to answer every single question. She's really not saying anything. You're not saying that you didn't get out the bed and, do what he accused you of doing. Because what he was saying was you cheated with a woman. Hold on.
If you want to get your name.
Let's see if we can find that part real quick. We're just going to kind of go back and forth a little bit between these two.
Towards me because I ended up finding out the truth, y'all. I caught her.
Hold up.
With this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Okay. I hate to say this, but you want to know why she started having so much animosity towards me? I hate to say this.
Okay, here we go.
But you want to know why she started having so much animosity towards me? Because I ended up finding out the truth, y'all. I caught her with this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Ended up catching it. And I don't even want to bring my stepson in it because I know his situation is very serious and I love him. And I love my son the same. I love both of them. But I love my stepson like he my real son because I raised him.
And I think the son that he's speaking on, I believe that they just had a Remy Ma's son just caught like some kind of charge or some shit like that. So I think that's why he's speaking like that. I think I remember hearing that in the news.
Always took care of him. Everything he went through, I was the one who was there for him. Even right now, in the situation that he's in, I went to visit him. You didn't even visit him. So for a person who know what it was to be...
Damn. Now that's cool. No wonder she going live again. I don't know if she addressed that. But she addressed the individual in the bed. But damn. Oh yeah, called a charge against Nicki Minaj people. I remember that. Okay. And he's saying that, you know, you done been locked
behind
up.
that wall, you didn't even visit him. You waited till I visited him.
What's good, Fatty?
Then you went to visit him. And you know what? People bear witness to that. But let's keep it moving. Like I said, scroll down my page, you see pictures of me with my son. You see videos in the past. Now, as a parent, as a real parent who raised their child from when they're young till they get older, we all know it's two different things. It's not the same. As your child gets older, all my kids, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go through certain stages where y'all don't see eye to eye, certain situations take place. That's normal in parenthood. But I love my son, I love my stepson, I love all my kids, I love my daughters, all the same. Like I said, as your kids get older, sometimes y'all have differences, because as a parent, certain things you want for them, certain things they want for themselves. But that doesn't change the love. Love all my kids the same. So I just wanted to point that out. So don't ever try to threaten me to exploit my son. You can never threaten the lifestyle that he chose to live. That's up to him. That doesn't mean I don't love him. Let's move on along, because I got to make sure I don't. And then I think that the relationship with my mother-in-law, you know what I'm saying? Because I love her to death, and she was one of my closest friends. She still is. And your entire family, you want to pretend like you got any type of love for my son? You don't got no love for nobody in my family. You never showed no love for. You had animosity and hatred towards everybody, especially other women. You are a very unhappy individual.
Well, damn. This shit getting dirty, y'all. I'm going to skip through it a little bit and just, you know.
Monday CRM has
I don't
want to
have to play this person's live, you know, through and through. You know, that's how you get a strike. So we'll skip through it a little bit. And I have one more video, and that's of, I believe, is Papoose' daughter is going to speak on the situation. And then we're going to get out of here for right now.
To 3:15 when the visit is over. So through that time, she would just tell me certain situations that was going on in the jail and all of that. Anybody from Bedford Hills, can you please step to the front? Anybody who's in Bedford Hills with her, please step to the front. Okay, moving on along. Visited all the time, so she told me plenty of stories. So I know these people. She had a friend that she was away with, right? Okay. Do I want to say this individual's name? Let me just move along with the story. She had a certain individual who she was locked up with. I always heard this person's name. I ain't think nothing of it. Cool. It's her friend. Okay, she's home now. We celebrate all holidays together. If you look down my page, I hate to say this, but it's one of the things that I want y'all to look at. Because when she said about me spending money, you'll see the gifts being bought. You'll see the diamond necklaces and chains being bought when she started the league. Since she wanted to fabricate and say, oh, he never wanted me to start the league. You see that. You'll see the Mother's Days. You'll see the Christmas. You'll see the birthdays. But you know what an ungrateful person says? They downplay that. They downplay that. So.
Now, that's some real shit. Because I'm pretty sure if we go to this man's page, we probably could see, you know, the birthdays and the Mother's Days and the gifts and all that stuff like that. Why are you saying that the man broke? Or are you saying that he bought that with your money? But we do know that the man did have, you know, success one way or another.
The most important part is not the materialistic things, what she seems to keep talking about. Y'all notice that? Every time she's talking about this, about materialism and fabricating about money, because she thinks that y'all think she's the bigger artist. So she's playing along with that. She thinks that y'all think she's rich. This is the same individual who just texted me a screenshot and said, this is how much money I got. You know what I'm saying? But moving on along. So the holiday, this time her birthday comes. She's been home a couple years. I don't remember exactly what year it was, but she informed me, hey, such and such just came home, one of the individuals who she was locked up with. So I said, oh, okay, that's cool. But I remember the name from when she was away. I don't think nothing of it. Oh, this year, we always celebrate our birthdays together. Me, her, and the baby birthday, my birthday, our family. They all come around. It's like, that's how I was raised, so I'm real big on family. So this particular year, she says, I want to have an all-girls party. So I'm like, okay. So you don't want me and the baby to come? All right. No, just my friends, all girls. I'm like, damn, that's a little, I don't want to say strange, but I was like, okay, we usually do it as a family, but this is cool. You want to have it with all girls. So she has the all-girls party. I don't go. I flows back. The friend who was incarcerated comes to the crib. She attends the all-girls party, all the friends, cool. After that, we have like a little dinner in the basement or whatever at the crib. So this is the first time I seen homegirl outside of when they was in the penitentiary together. So I see her at the crib. Okay, she stayed for a couple days. She spent the night. Cool. A little activity was a little weird, but I didn't think nothing of that. Moving on along, she comes back to the crib on another occasion. So this time when she comes to visit the crib, every night when it's time to go to bed, she's telling me, oh, I'm gonna go sleep in the guest room with such and such. I don't even want to say this individual name, Cause I ain't even trying to give her no clout. She said.
So damn, I don't know. I don't know, Pap. You might have should have kept this story to yourself. You know, you might have kept this in the back pocket. Cause saying that your girl, you know, cheating on you with another girl that she got locked up with, it would work if it was a nigga. And that's kind of how things is, you know. If it was a dude and you found out a dude was talking about his homeboy just got out from prison or whatever, and then he's sleeping in the other room with the nigga and all that type of shit, that would totally destroy a nigga career. But when it's a female rapper, who gives a shit?
I said, something is fishy here. I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but this ain't add up. You so bad about them and say so many foul things about them that it hurted her so bad that I knew the truth. So on another day, I caught her with this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Ended up catching it. Now, this individual is a female. So I can't do nothing to her. I don't put my hands on females. Y'all wanna know what I did? I told the individual, I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't put my hands on her because I'm not gonna do that. I don't hit women. But I told her to get out. I said, get the fuck out. Because I feel very disrespected that took place in my house while my daughter was right there on the bed. And you know what she did? Blamed me. Said it wasn't true. Said my ears deceived me. My eyes deceived me. Which goes back to what I was telling y'all earlier. She's the type of person who will say something to you, and 10 to 5 minutes later, she'll say, I didn't say that. Straight bipolar. Straight bipolar. Was diagnosed with it. So ever since I caught that, she resented me. She had a lot of animosity towards me because I knew the truth. When you find out the truth about a person, they will despise you. I want y'all to know that.
So I'm gonna stop it right there. You know, like I said, I don't want to just play this person's, you know, content through and through, but that kind of explains, you know, why she's on this rampage talking shit, you know, back and forth with him. Now,
everybody be asking me, man, does the Bluetooth actually work?
Let me go to this video here, and this is supposed to be Papoose's daughter speaking on, you know, what she has to say about Remy Ma as far as in behalf of her father. So shout out to Empress Radio.
Reese Shields, which is Papoose's new girlfriend. You guys know Remy Ma is with Easy the Block Captain. Well, now his daughter is speaking out, and she's against Remy and this whole stance. So this is what she had to say. I saw it on Tasha K's Instagram page. Shout out to her.
Okay, it's on Tasha K's Instagram page, and, you know, I haven't had a chance to go look at that. So it says, when shit like this happens, I don't know why y'all come to my page. Leave me the fuck alone. Remy knows she dead wrong. Y'all all know, family, friends, everybody. She cheated years ago publicly. Y'all watch her do it every week on Shade Room with that other man. Are y'all okay? My father just moved on. Y'all pick and choose all the dumb shit. Y'all just was saying he the most loyal man in the world. Y'all know how much he loved that lady. My father don't want no money, no damn money from Remy. When she cheated, if that's the case, he would have been divorced her and got money. It's tea for y'all, but real life for me. Everybody personal business is whack. We been through too much as a family to move like that. But my father, but never in his fucking life been sassy dude, barely talk. Only talk when need to. I hate this happened to all, to be honest. So this is what the daughter put on the wall. Let me see if there's anything that she actually
So Papoose's daughter says this. When ish like this happens, I don't...
Let's see what else we got.
Read in between the lines type person, even if the lines are lines. Let me make sure I'm not mute. Okay. She said, I'm a read in between the lines type person, even if the lines are lies. I have a lot of respect for the truth. I heard so many lies today. It was a crazy one. If my Breakfast Club interview triggered her that much, just wait till I address the lies she told today. 2, Papoose is not my manager. At Mark, Taffet Media is my manager. I don't let nothing or nobody play with my money. Since I've been with Pap, he has created opportunities for me to get bags. So all that talk was cap. 3.
So Remy's trying to make it like Papa just moving on to a woman, trying to latch on to her money. He broke and all this, and she can't say he a bad father. She can't say he abused her. She can't say he ain't did nothing for her. Here this woman is saying, hey, this nigga is presenting opportunities for me to get bags. even the daughter is saying, hey, you know my father is a good person. So, just seeing her going off the radar like this is real strange.
Don't try and diminish this man's character. Pap is a helpful man. That's just how he is. It takes a lot to piss him off. He's very loyal and solid. Word is bond to him. 4, we've been living our best life since mid-August last year. I really enjoyed our private relationship for reasons like that. All these people judging a situation they know nothing about. Pap was separated way before I came along. 5, Honda, Airbnbs, hotels, man, stop. It's crazy how everybody broke, laughing emojis. I'm sorry to tell you, but I fight too good to be broke. All my cars are 2020s and 2023s, 2022s and 2023s. Pap drives a Benz and got his own place. Everyone knows my house is I got. No need to speak lies when the truth will set you free. Good night. Now, if I wake up tomorrow to some more BS, it's going to be a problem. She also reposted someone saying, when I realized.
Damn, she said she wake up some more bullshit is going to be a problem.
I was powerful when bitches went for things, not because they wanted it, but because they didn't want me to have it.
Yes, earlier they were going back and forth on IG.
Remy Ma and Clarissa shows are going back and forth. At first, Clarissa was kind of staying out of it, but now they're both going back and forth on IG now. So Remy Ma said this: if you just turned 30 and allegedly just met someone 8 months ago that is 47 years old, that I knew since you were 10 and married to them since you were 13, and he has 4 biological children, one age 28 but will be 29, one age 25, another one age 24 will be turning 25 soon, and a 6-year-old baby, and currently promising you a newborn while finally agreeing to divorce 18 hours and 54 minutes and 3 seconds ago. Please refrain from speaking. So
that's kind of a low blow. She's trying to make it like, nigga, you dating a nigga that's older, that got kids your age. It's pretty much what she's saying on the low. That's some shade shit there. That's some bitter ass shit. So you kind of, what y'all think about that?
So then Clarissa said, Remy Ma, I'm going to say what the F I want to say. Yes, we still invited to the barbecues and the cookout as long as you have a good attitude. Leave me and Pap alone. Nobody worried about you. July 26th is our only focus, and ain't nobody scared of you either. Signed them divorce papers Pap filed yesterday, miss. And then so Remy Ma clapped back and said this: Clarissa, I'm blocked, so I couldn't at you, but in case you haven't noticed, nobody, and I mean nobody, is talking about July 26th. They truly don't know where it is, the opponent, nothing. Not even after this little stunt. That's what should have been and should be the focus at all times. Listen, if you're ready to be a grown woman, call me. You have my number. In the meantime, Google divorce mediation. I've been offering that for years. Now back to your girlfriend, Papoose. Bring that ass out here, boy. So yeah, that is what they had to say going back and forth. I'm like, wow, this is a lot. So yeah, like I said,
she trying to dodge that smoke.
Had too many lies to refute, but let's start with this one. Papoose, why were you in the pawn shop 6 months ago? Did you ever go pick it up? You had till your birthday to get it out. Why I can't find my Cartier bracelet? But wait, there's more. I'll get to those when I get home. So then
she showing receipts of the man pawning her bracelet. Wow, boy, this shit done got messy.
Posted this. Papoose posted this. This was so easy to file for divorce. Why hasn't she done it? Hashtag pump faking. The only reason I haven't filed previously is for the sake of my daughter. She has to go to school when 2 individuals behave like civilized adults, right? So then
now that's a jab to the gut, because you acting like this man won't file for the divorce, but he's showing the proof that he filed for the divorce.
Easy Block Captain, which is the guy that she's with now, he was like, oh, she definitely was with me all day yesterday after Remy said this.
Stop. That man got an 820 credit score. Leave that man alone, okay? Leave him below. It's cool.
He got an 820 credit score. Okay, that is something to brag on. Shit.
Yo, easy, what? Like, stop. That man got an 820 credit score. Leave that man alone, okay? Leave him below. It's cool.
Why would this guy...
Don't play with me.
She also posted this.
Not yesterday. I was laid up yesterday. Was I not laid up? Were we not laid up? Oh. What? Ew. I don't even like the cologne you wear. It's gross. Ew. I am live as we speak. When I type things in, people don't understand. Turn that camera on, ugly. Don't play with me. Not yesterday. I was laid up yesterday.
And then Papoose last night, he told a story about how Remy Ma allegedly was cheating on him with some woman that she met when she was locked up. I guess she came to visit after they both got out. And I guess it's allegedly happened while the kid was there and stuff. And he didn't like that. And then after that, she was cheating with Easy to Block.
The room, she in the bed. I don't see homegirl though. It's like she booked it or something when I came. But I see a whole plate, peanuts, cashew, all these type of raisins all laid out. But my daughter in the room by herself. So I said, yo, Why the baby in the room by herself?
I don't know now, Papoose. Now you might have seen, you know, them laid up and all that, but that don't mean they was doing, you know, the hanky panky and all that shit like that. You might have overreacted on that, so I ain't all the way on board with, you know. That's why I say you might have should have held that back.
She made some bullshit excuse. Extreme liar. You never seen a liar like this in your life. I said, where homegirl at? She didn't even answer that. It was just like a weird answer. I pushed past that. Moving on along. I hate to say this, y'all. I hate to say this. But you want to know why she started having so much animosity towards me? Because I ended up finding out the truth, y'all. And I'm not saying this because...
So is this all because...
So, you know, back to what we were saying, man, you know, it done really got messy, man, because like I say, she went live and she tried to debunk everything he was saying right there, you know, about her and the girl, about her and writing his rhymes and all that.
Let's not. Which is one of my friends, which I've been holding her back for years because she's... You're going to be mad. She won't let me see my daughter. She won't let me see my daughter. I ain't never been the bitch to keep a man away from his kid. I'm not going to be with the kid all day. Go over there. It's your turn too. You understand? Are you talking about the times when you wanted to take her over to your mother's house? And I told you, don't be having my daughter around the else that's over there? One of your adopted sisters, knowingly, y'all all know about it over there, touching on kids.
Wow. Damn.
And that's why she ain't never been over there. That's why she don't know them. And you agreed with it when we were together. Hence why my daughter ain't never really go over there like that. So don't try to sit here and spin and act like, oh, she... The same one whose sister is in the shade room comments popping shit. Worry about your sister that y'all protecting over there on that side of the family. Okay? Okay? Yes, I'm going there. I don't want her around no that are being protected. Tell me I'm lying. Say I'm lying. Should I list who she touched? That y'all all know about? And then y'all all act like y'all don't see nothing? That upsets me. That yes.
Now that's something she could use in court. So yeah, this shit here is getting really, really messy.
That makes me mad. When somebody acts like and tries to attack my motherhood, that upsets me. And he knows that. I'm off that subject. Don't play about my motherhood again. Papoose. For all of y'all saying he bought my jewelry, he didn't buy shit. I can count what he bought. That's in one of my jewelry. An anklet, a little charm here and there. The shit that you walked out with, that you was posted up with on your page, with your current situation, my half the kilo Cuban, you ain't buy that. My Cartier bracelet, you ain't buy that. My Van Cleef, you ain't buy none of that. And even if you did buy me something, that doesn't give you the right to go in my jewelry box and pawn it, because it's mine. But you didn't take anything that you bought, because that it ain't what you gonna get, $200. I have all my receipts for hundreds of thousands of dollars from pristine jewelers, sir. Okay? Now that's addressed. Stop lying. I'm mad because she's mad because I found out that she was with a woman, and she's mad because I moved on. You wanna know? Y'all wanna know why he's mad? Y'all wanna know why he didn't address anything that I said, but he went in and on to attack Easy, the block captain, that he literally is obsessed with? First of all, you posted an audio, right? That you're recording, you federal agent. Mr. Recording devices, cameras throughout every house, crib, car we ever had in life. When you're recording and the other person doesn't know they're recording, you're gonna act accordingly because you know you're being recorded. You wanted me to lie and say that nothing never happened at all, that I wasn't messing with him, I wasn't talking to him, nothing. And I said, I'm not doing that. We all, me, you, and Easy agreed that we wasn't gonna say nothing about the incident that happened at my event. Not that you knocked anybody out, because that was always a lie. And you agreed to it because at the time you didn't have your executive position job as the head of hip hop that no one has heard about in a month of Sundays. And you wasn't sure if it was secure, so we couldn't have something coming out where you were seeming like the aggressor or committing a crime or anything like that. Me, being who I am, I went, I talked to Easy, and I'm like, listen, just chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's in all of our best interest because he is who he is in his field. I am who I am. And Papoose is who he is. At the time, he was still Papoose. He wasn't Papoose yet. Well, he was, but I just didn't know. So, the moment that he knew his job at TuneCore was solidified via that bitch you was over there, play with me. I dare you. Play with me. That's why he was in.
So it sounds like, yeah, she's really hurt. And she sounds like she's willing to put, like, she's threatening maybe some lawsuits or something like that.
Mad that I never posted it because he doesn't get a check from TuneCore. He was getting a percentage of the subscriptions, and he wanted me to post to my 11 million followers to subscribe to TuneCore. And I told him, tell the bitch that your TuneCore to post it on her page. I didn't see anything wrong with that. What are you talking about? The second that he knew his job was solidified, He then started going on, I knocked somebody out because he was mad. He wanted to assassinate Eazy's character the same way he's trying to assassinate mine. Okay? I literally peeled off your ass because I can't even go to that venue no more because the way he was acting when they got about it. When you ran off into the night with a mask on and nobody knew where you went to, it was like, we doing this. You know what I said? Sorry, guys. That's my husband, still, and that's my daughter's father.
So she put him in the situation, so when he ended up reacting to the situation, she's trying to act like she saved his life. Man, this shit is crazy messy.
I can't do nothing. Yes, he was absolutely wrong. He was dead wrong. He was out of pocket. Yeah, if y'all do something behind my back that I don't know about, whatever, but not on my watch, I'm not doing it. And that's how I behave, and that's how I handle him. Through all the tormenting and all the secrets and all everything, nobody still couldn't handle him crazy. Let's be clear. People didn't respect me on the strength of him. A lot of the shit that he got was on the strength of me. And that's how I carried it. So when people's like, when he goes on there and says, oh, he lied after I knocked him out, he lied. Like, well, we all lied. Because we were all trying to make sure that we were all good because you did some dumb shit.
They all lied. Y'all see what's going on here?
But y'all know how it is. They could do mad shit to you all day, every day, year after year, decade after decade. But the second you do something to them, the second you say, I'm done, I'm finished, all hell breaks loose. He used to be gorilla glued to my nuts everywhere I went. Not because I'm a cheater and because I can't keep my legs closed, but because he was so worried about an athlete or another rapper or an executive getting my attention and I'll leave.
No, maybe he was just trying to be supportive of his wife. And we just gonna kill it with that because that just made me feel some type of way. Like, damn, you can't even be supportive of your wife? And now he's I'll be all on my nuts and all that. What the hell? Because he worrying about another rapper or something, this and that. That's crazy. But anyway, man, I hope y'all had a good time. I definitely enjoyed the entertainment. We're going to get up out of here for right now. We've been live for about 2 or 3 hours right now, so I'm going to go ahead and get me something to eat, man. Y'all have a good Saturday, and I'll see y'all on the next round. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the share button. Y'all stay away from these type of scalawags. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to G Mama Body. Shout out to Carl Belton, Unity. Shout out to Triple S, Fat T. Shout out to everybody who support the show. Let's see here. Let's get out of here with one with a video.
Front you. What you need, let go. I'm really a chef, cook it right out of left. Run up a check till I run out of breath. Point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is a dope, you get more than a dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself. I'm really a chef, cook it right out of left. Run up a check till I run out of breath. Point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is a dope, you get more than a dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself.
Niggas big cat like a Mexican Fiesta. Dope on the scale, you won't get no extra this way. Make your hoe do what the money say. Tell your old man he don't want it, babe. I just bought a new stick the other day. Cook dope on the stove or microwave. Neighbors don't like the J's, they keep coming. Come on, I'ma keep serving the dumb and defy the ranks. Shit smell like fungus. No Q and I just the city. Keep fuck out my business, I'm just being honest. Keep dealers and killers a mummy. Wrap your ass up like a mummy. Stack that little white hood and dip on her. I feel like OJ, little homie. To the plug, the card, Malone. Send it to the Pope man. Freddie P flyer than most, higher than most. Try me, didn't I see a ghost? Now they 3 OG, it came from West Coast. Tie out to your hoe, I just came from a throat. MOBB, OG gang, oh let's go.
Yeah, go take a seat, get out the kitchen. I'm cooking, keep whipping it long as Newz promoters keep booking, I'm running it. You get it all till I'm done with it. Give me that repo, your block, you won't get it back. Hell with the scale, got it booming like speakers. I know what I'm doing. Don't need no features, court dates and funerals, commas and numerals. Really a chef, cook it up right or left. Working my move, I need more than enough. These niggas bluff, they really not tough. Head first, running up a check till my heart start 3-point. Working on my shot, trying to get hot. Swear to God, promise not to fold, never flip flop. Good smoke, good dope, busting out the ziplock. Don't think about it, you try, you might die. These niggas capping, they living a lie.